dfcradio.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Talking about the Heavy T Road Show. Knowing someone better than your show. Everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Heavy T Road Show.
Hey, what is? Welcome to the Heavy T Grow Show, the one and only grow show out there hooking you up just for talking grow with us, alleged experts in the game. I've grown a plant or two. How about you, Jiggity?
Allegedly.
He grew one plant and got all the weed in the world. 14 trillion tons of weed. Jiggity is here.
Yeah, dude, I love tree.
Jiggity Jerome. Oh, I forgot it was
Happy Halloween.
I forgot it was our Halloween show. The only guy that dressed up over here
I want to go back to the easy days.
is drinking a red stripe, warm ass red stripe, burning his dreadlocks.
Hold on, let me say this. Rude boy don't know nothing about that.
Dumb by the beach. Man. How you feeling?
know nothing about
How you
that.
feeling?
How are you feeling?
How you living? Man, you're looking good. Devin over here from Hawthorne Gardening Group, aka
Just call me M.
aka the company man. Yeah, the company man made the company cough up some samples for the listeners. Prizes going out this
didn't
week.
do shit. All respect to the sponsors over there, and thanks to Art and Alyssa and everybody over there at Hawthorne that make these samples possible.
And shout out to Mark too.
And a big thanks to Uncle Chris.
Oh. Anyways, let's talk grow. 562-653-0707. We do have a good show for you tonight with some grow experts coming in and some cannabis experts coming in. You want to roll better, you want to roll cleaner, the Auto Machine by Banana Bros.
Banana Brothers.
Banana Brothers.
Yeah.
Banana Brothers
Brothers.
is coming through tonight. Going to show us all about their machine. We also have
This shit's bananas.
Agrarian Supply, Selena and Peter coming. And Peter's grown a lot of weed up north, so
Allegedly.
he's going to get high for the first time here in Southern California. Allegedly.
Oh shit! Jerome let me hit the joint again. You guys.
Hit it
I'm
up.
back
Hit it
on
up.
Joint status.
Hit it up. There you go. Dr. Duff is coming in too. He has the world according to Duff. But now it's time to talk grow. Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right, guys. Way to be pumped.
Good job.
We got Tito, Tacos, and Fresno.
What's good?
What's
There's no
good,
Tito's
Tito?
Tacos in Fresno.
So when using predatory bugs, what type of IPM sprays are safe to use with them?
Go ahead, Mr. Predatory Bug Man.
Oh, yeah. No, if you're using predatory bugs, you could use any of the Marone products like the Venerate, the Grandivo, or Regalia with them, and it should be fine.
Should be, or are you gonna kill?
You gonna elaborate a little bit? You're just gonna be like, yeah.
Do you want dosages? Are we spraying? Are we drenching?
Well, it depends on everything that you can use. There are some things that are absolutely a no a no-go anytime you have predatory bugs, really. You know, like kill-on-contact perithrum-style products you don't want to use, even though you can use those for the most part in vegetative stages. I'm not sure under Prop 64 the compliance regulations if perithrin is allowed. Do you know?
I don't use
Not sure.
perithrum, so.
Well, Peter's coming in, but if you do have predatory bugs, give them a little IPM regimen, and we've talked about it before because this hits close to home because you just went and picked up some clones for to defend your title. By the way, did we ever show the text messages from the grow-off about how they said they sent my kit to mail in my sample, and then they didn't, and I kept telling them no, and they thought I was lying, and then 2 months later it showed back up at their headquarters, and they sent me a text, and it said, "Oh yeah, by the way, here is your thing."
Those guys are going through it right now.
And I just hit them back up, and I said, "Cool story, bruh."
I mean, they're going through it in the sense that they've run a relatively fair competition, but it just keeps getting marred by these tiny little super significant incidences.
Tiny little bugs in their clones.
So I mean, just to goes to show, fucking.
Well, before we go talk about
I mean, in all regards to the bugs, I mean, nobody expects to be getting plants, especially for a competition, to come with root aphids. But at the end of the day, a lot of the people complaining about it.
it's a fair competition if everyone has root aphids. Right?
Exactly. I mean, it's a fair competition if we all have them. But at the end of the day, it's like if this is what you do, it's nothing that you haven't encountered at some point or another. In this game, I don't care who you are. You've had your battle with different types of bugs.
Well, working at stores and being a consultant, Jerome, you know damn well the fury that has come down from growers getting contaminated clones.
Oh, yeah. It's just,
And you're being
NorCal.
actually really mellow and cool about it because I assume that there are others that aren't being so cool.
Well, this is being an assassination attempt by NorCal against SoCal to infest our gardens with root aphids. So basically, they put them on the plants, and they're like, look, SoCal's weed's so good, we should try and fuck them up, just like the weather fucks up us outdoors. So, they're just trying to level the playing field, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's outdo, and there's indo.
Okay, well, if you're going to use predatory insects to kill root aphids or as a part of your integrated pest management, what pesticides, fungicides are compatible or incompatible?
Well, I mean, the Marone products are actually products that I use in conjunction with beneficial insects. So a lot of the people, let's say if you picked up your clones and they had root aphids, I would have went ahead and taken something like a Grandivo at 15 to 30 mils per gallon, and you can literally just dunk the entire plant itself. Root ball, every single thing of the plant, just dunk the entire plant.
And it's going to kill the bad bugs, but not the good ones.
Well, you got to understand it's not a contact killer. It doesn't necessarily knock down insects, so you may see them moving after that, but they're not going to be able to reproduce or live a long life, so that this way they're not going to be able to lay more eggs into the soil or whatever type of medium you have.
So what about the beneficials, though? Because we just spent $1,500 on beneficials for that one plant so you can win it again.
And by the way, I'm not in the contest. So the rules of this contest is you can't be a licensed facility or work with a licensed facility and be in it. So we took, video submissions. I put out a little contest, and Sunlight or Hawthorne donated a nice CO2 controller from Titan. And
way to go,
I
Hawthorne.
think you got that at a customer appreciation day for
you
working.
weren't even there.
I wasn't, but I believe that
Okay.
was payment. But
But-
yeah, good for you.
Payment.
Good for you.
Well, then I just donate things out of the goodness of my heart.
And that's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying.
Just
Good
like
for you.
just like the entry fee for this thing.
So
So you got someone else aphids too?
Oh, dude, no, my thing is
they're going to be aphid-free by the time
So
you get
wait,
it to
that
them.
poor fucking guy paid to get you to help him out, and all he got in return was a free fucking entry
Wait.
to an aphid contest?
man, how many edibles did you have? You don't listen, ADD
Holy
boy.
shit!
First of all,
Oh.
Wait a minute.
I
Ding,
paid
ding,
somebody
ding.
else's contest fee to put somebody in there. I did a little contest,
Tyler,
and,
this is a
and we
nice
had some
fucking
great
line.
videos that came in, but this guy's video killed it. So, it turns out this guy's only been growing for 9 months. So, with my advice, getting him through this contest, I'll definitely make sure that he's end
gets
up.
aphids?
No, that he's gonna beat everybody. Dude, company man, calm down. Jesus Christ.
You gotta find that one, not the crapping one. Can you dig it?
Can we get somebody that actually grows to sit in Horty's seat? Jesus Christ.
Should we bring Horty back?
We might have to. I think he grew more.
How
than
much
this year.
saliva did you use on that? So the answer for Tito over there is
Personally, just use the Marone products. If you're using beneficial insects, you could use nematodes, depending on what you're trying to control. But nematodes are always good to introduce on a 7 to 10 day interval. As far as predatory mites, they have what they call triple blend, which will come with different types of species of predatory mites that control two-spotted spider mites, russet mites, broad mites. But you can also get satchels of Swirsky mites are a great practice. If you do have russet or broad mite issues, you can have these little sachets that you kind of tear open and crack and place throughout the canopy. Another great introduction to your media would be like a hypoacis miles. Those are great to control anything from fungus gnats, thrips, even root aphids. These will actually hatch within your soil or medium. It takes anywhere from about 10 to 14 days, but if you're growing in a pot, once you see them, for instance, if you go into your garden, what I would do is if you pick up the pot and start flicking the bottom of it, you could see these start to run out. They're really fast moving, real bright, translucent in color, and some people freak out, but typically when you're looking at your garden and if you see fast moving insects that are crawling, typically it's not going to be a problem. Those are usually beneficial. You want to look out for more of the slower moving insects. A lot of the different flying insects, how to identify them as well, between fungus gnats, thrips, and root aphids once they get to a flying aspect, is knowing the different characteristics. So, as far as using in controlling your IPM with different beneficial insects and different products, you do want to make sure that they work in coincidence with each other. If you're using contact killers, whether it be a product like Exile that has potassium, fats, and salty potassium, fats,
Look at
and
me,
salty
I'm just
acids.
the company man. I'm not saving
Potassium,
you this
salts,
time.
and fatty acids, and using things like with isopropyl alcohol.
what company? Left
A lot of these different products will kill even your beneficial insects. So you want to, create a regimen.
Jerome,
that
I'm gonna let
can
you finish,
introduce
but
them.
how
But
come
I'm
you
not
want to
rushing
use?
you.
How come you want to use the pesticides with the beneficial bugs? Is there? Because really the whole point of using the bugs is to not ever have to get to the sprays and doing shit like that.
Well, you got to understand when you're using atomizers, you're spraying the plants, you're spraying and misting even onto the tables and different cracks and crevices throughout the room, where you have employees that are walking throughout the facility, even if they're putting booties on their feet. There is different ways to carry these predators on your even clothing, your hair, especially your hair tonight. And, the thing is you have to cover all bases. And when you have gardens that are so large and you don't have necessarily the highest, paid employees, which typically their skill sets aren't going to be able to identify and target early, colonizations of pests or different types of problems throughout the garden, you need to try and nip this in the butt. And the only way to do that is have insurance. Creating an IPM, whether it be beneficial insects or in this way spraying, you're able to cover a larger area than just being able to apply it to and target it on a certain area. If that makes sense for you. So when you take an atomizer, do you think when you spray the plant that mist just goes right onto the plant, or do you think that falls throughout the room, on the table, on the floors?
You're getting it everywhere. Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
No, that's what you want to do. Full coverage is key, especially if you're applying things that are bacterias or different types of biofungicides. They need to come in contact with what they need to attach to.
Tyler, wake up. He's done.
When are we gonna smoke some weed, Tyler? The Tyler over there, Banana Bros. Tyler, Banana Brothers. Oh, my bad.
Put this in rotation.
Put it in the rotation. Oh, that's it? All right. I need to come back around here because I don't even know what just happened. This is what I'm going to tell you, Tito Tacos. Stay away from kill-on contacts. Look for different toxicities, different toxicity levels. There's certain kill-on contacts that will only affect certain insects. For instance, like Bacillus thuringiensis will affect worms when it's ingested or direct contact onto their outer bodies, their skin, so to speak. Other things that maybe live in the soil, you can spray your garden completely. Like if you use beneficial nematodes, they're in your soil. You can spray your garden completely, and without killing the beneficials in the soil. At that instance, I want to do a drench, so to speak, because those are my little warriors in there. And they will, pretty much predatory nematodes, anything you drench with will kill it, even if you drench with too high of a salt solution, right? Salts dehydrate living organisms, including nematodes, so they will end up killing them off if you don't ever re-inoculate. Basically, you have to do your due diligence. Try to stay compliant. Even if you're a home grower, try best grow practices at all time. And if you love growing cannabis, you want to make it your career, you need to be up on regulations, on the rules, on compliance, and you should be starting that in your best grow practices at home, even if it's a little tent with a single light. All of this information is public for you to see, and when you see something to use that's within the compliant aspect, and if you are using beneficial insects, most of those companies that sell the insects are a phone call away, and they're scientists. They're whatever science, the science name that is a study of bugs and insects.
Entomologist.
Okay, thank you very much.
Fuck you, Jerome. You didn't know that one.
Did you know that one, Jerome?
I did.
Okay. Hey, come on. Can you dig it?
Can you give me a ding? Give me ding, ding, ding.
So, all that being said, Tito, it depends on each one of your garden, what you're using and what type of insects, and then what type of spray and contact or IPM you are using as well. Tito, thanks for calling, man. I'm going to send you some shit. Let's send him a swag pack, including some new slaps. Check out these slaps, everyone. These are super legit. You think you're watching the Dodger game? No, you need to tell your friends, turn off the Dodger game. What's the score, by the way? First person to tell me the score gets more slaps. Slaps, t-shirts. We also have a gallon of Turpinator and some Smart Pots going out to you, my man. Tito's Tacos, thanks for calling in. Muchas gracias. All right, keep going down the line here. We got Garon in Long Beach.
What's up?
What's going on?
Get on.
How you guys doing?
Do you have a question today?
Yeah. So since the weather's changed, I've been changing my setup, and I got rid of my AC, and I'm trying to pull in air into a room that has 2 tents. I just want to know, like, maybe some suggestions on the setup to, like, best kind of, like, I want to just use one fan, possibly, and pull air from outside, but I'm not sure, like, the best route to get it, right?
AT, tonight's the giveaway, right?
No.
Isn't it, for the fan?
No.
Because if you're pulling air from
if
outside, you got to use
post,
the
by the way,
shroom.
We are giving out a $700 value. It's an 8-inch Revolution Hurricane fan and an Aeolus controller, $700 value. It's an Instagram giveaway, so you go to @HeavyTGrowShow. There's some bootleg account called The Heavy T Grow Show. No, it's @HeavyTGrowShow. The one with.
Oh yeah, I think I did it.
Okay. But for the other listeners, you repost it November 7th, brother.
November 7th.
2 weeks, plenty of entries.
All right.
It's right there in the post if you read it.
I read most of it.
It's all good.
I knew I couldn't win, so I was like, fuck this shit.
But
I'm pretty sure
so-
it was on the right
but-
account,
If you're going to be bringing in some cold air from outside, I mean, you might want to invest in maybe a thermostat-controlled dampener, so that way, 'cause with the temperature fluctuations, it can lead to lots of problems with pathogens and shit like that.
yeah.
Is there a reason why you're not just, utilizing your AC at a lower temperature? I mean, obviously, other than the electrical costs.
Not really. There's not really a reason for it.
You just have
just
so
trying to
much
cut
more
down on
control with
cost.
that, because really at the end of the day, if you're trying to look at return on investment and achieving the optimal environment for your plant, then I'm thinking maybe just keep running that AC. But if you absolutely have to shut it down, yeah, throw that air coming in on a temperature controlled dampener.
Well, you have
Right
two
on.
tents in one room. Are you trying to separate the bloom rooms to stagger them apart, or is one a veg, one a bloom?
One is a veg, one's a bloom, but at the moment. But I was actually going to probably flower them both out in a little bit, just take advantage of the cooler weather and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I might be moving locations. So yeah, I was thinking about flowering them both out. So, but right now I'm not taking in any fresh air. So it's basically a sealed room. So I'm adding a little CO2. So I was thinking about just trying to pull in fresh air, but I didn't know the best way to do that, or maybe I should just use the AC with the CO2.
You kind of are introducing CO2, or you are introducing CO2?
No, I am. I have the green pads. I don't have a tank, but
okay. So as far as the room and the lighting that you're using in the tents, what kind of lights are you using in the Bloom tent?
I have a Spectrum King 400 plus in one of the tents, and then in the veg tent, I'll switch off. Like I have a little smaller LED, but I also have a 315 CMH.
Okay, so you have a relatively lower heat load between either tent.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, and since the weather's dropped off, it's been like decent without any kind of air conditioner.
Do you have an exhaust fan and filter setup in these tents?
Yeah, it's pulling. I have one fan pulling from both tents actually, and then it's ending up through a carbon filter.
Okay.
In a separate area.
And you're able to control the temperature inside those relatively easy?
Yeah, the CMH tent's a little smaller, and that one runs a little warm, but it's the veg tent. And then the flower one's pretty decent. It's running a little warmer than I like. It's like sitting at about 80 right now. I like to go like around 78 or I don't know. I guess people are saying that for the LEDs, it's not bad to run a little warmer. I'm not sure if that's true, but.
Well, I mean, running it warmer is also in conjunction with you having the environmental, CO2 levels optimum. You can run the temperatures a little warmer. As far as introducing any supplemental CO2, that means you're going to be above 400 parts per million, which is typically the average parts per million of CO2 that's in the air around us. So if you have a green pad in there and you don't have a way to actually monitor the CO2 levels, you have to know that it's got to be above 400 no matter what. So at that point, you could probably warm the temperature slightly, but as far as like bloom, I would probably run that anywhere from about 76, peaking at 80 degrees as far as the leaf temperature. And even as far as the veg, it being a little warmer is fine, especially if you're able to keep the humidity up above 60%.
Okay.
Ding,
I
ding.
guess I should just probably invest in a little monitor for the
Jerome,
CO2.
fucking.
A simple monitor, a hygrometer, or if you checked out the pulse it's retails $200. It gives you the temperature, the humidity, and the VPD. So you can dial it in to get the pressure around your plants to hopefully optimize growth, yield, everything that you want to do. You want to optimize.
And you can monitor that through your phone, right?
Yep, and it's the pulse. I think it's Get Pulse on IG or on. Is that it, Saint?
Yeah, Get Pulse.
Get Pulse. There it is.
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right.
I monitor everything except for the CO2 right now. That's what I was saying. Like if I could get a CO2 monitor, I guess that'd be best. But yeah.
Well, if you're you're not going to overdo it with the green pads. At peak performance, you're going to be up in how big a tent? You said 4x4.
Yeah, the 4x4 for the bloom, and I'm
in that 4x4, a single green pad for the first week is going to be about 1,000 to 1,200. When you have two in there, it's going to get up to about 1,500. I've done the test myself in small bathrooms, both at my shops and at home, and I use them in small tents for all my veg plants, including my mother's as well. So we have stronger, thicker plants. We help with cell division, a healthier plant. Plants need to breathe CO2. When in an indoor garden, when you deprive the plants of CO2, the growth's going to fall off tremendously. It's one of the three essential elements for photosynthesis. So even if you have a bunch of light and you don't have CO2, the plants aren't going to grow. Okay? So getting a monitor to know exactly where it's at, yeah, that's the next step. But be rest assured with the green pads, your CO2 is probably above 1,000 parts per million.
for sure.
All right, dude. I'm going to send you a swag pack, including some of our new slaps, as well as a More Trees, Less Assholes t-shirt. And are you a soil?
I'm actually in Cocoa.
In Cocoa, let's send him some...
green grow.
Some what?
Some of that green grow, Myco.
Do we have some green grow left?
Yeah, I do. I got some. I'll kick
All right, we're going to send you some green grow. If you missed last week, green grow was on. Jesse from Green Grow was on. Man, I feel like I drank the syrup tonight.
Did we tell him that I spiked his drink?
Hey, get on.
We
Thank
got
you.
medicated donuts here from Babika
Thanks, brother.
Treats.
Talk to my man.
I'm gonna have
Marcos
Tyler.
Spoils.
Tyler, you gotta
Hey, man,
try these, man.
Hey, hold on, Tyler. Tyler, are you rolling spliffs over there? You are, aren't you?
We getting higher than giraffes.
Oh my gosh, I don't even smoke tobacco, dog.
I do.
I gotta talk for 4 hours. I'm dead.
We're not
I'm
even
done.
using his fucking machine.
No, yeah, he did. He broke it
Not
up
yet.
into the blunt. You should have seen how effective that Banana Bros. We're about to come back and talk to Banana Bros.
Let's pay some of these bills. It's Heavy T's Grow Show. The number is 562-653-0707. We're talking grow. We're talking cannabis. Miller Lite is even on the discussion table. We've got the Company Man and Wiggity Whiny Jerome coming back with Banana Brothers Tyler.
Fucking love trees.
Heavy T's Grow Show, DFZRadio.com.
Get your paper, 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 get your paper. I hustle hard, 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 I hustle hard. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. You weak hustlers just make me laugh, and I ain't fucking with it if it don't make me cash. All I do is stack money. I'm a grown ass man. This the West Coast addiction. Team on the map, bring the heat on the track, bring the fire in the booth. I'm tired of these motherfuckers lying to you. It's for the real ass hustlers who clocking that dough like Urban G. Bo, who just got home. Get your paper, 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 get your paper. I hustle hard, 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 I hustle hard. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. I hustle harder, I got to get it. Ain't no waiting around for somebody to give it. I stand on my own too, the grind I live it. The 9 to 5 can't provide the digits. My vision's exquisite, like the stones that I wear. Got gold around my neck, got diamonds on my ear. All the whips that I own, sitting on chrome. Candy painted bike that's sitting on gold. Get your paper, 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 get your paper. I hustle hard, 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 I hustle hard. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money.
Throwing weed up in the bag, let me get a couple mags, and we do it just like that. We some money loving freaks, so my niggas gotta eat, so we out there moving
Get
packs.
your paper up, get your paper up.
I'm stacking so much dough, I got a paper cut. I'm packing so much hay, I feel the staple up. And I don't give a fuck, you lay down for my paper chump. Yeah. The cold life that we leading, hustle hard just to stay breathing.
Get your paper up, get your paper up, get your paper up.
I hustle hard, I hustle hard, I hustle hard. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money.
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 Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a ½ teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2, apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3, blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4, water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the VermiBat Guano Fertilizer and the VermiBlood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Hey guys, it's Heavy Tea. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and the Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plantech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
Dilly Heavy Tea Grow Show. But dilly.
DFCRadio.com.
She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way. You thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Yeah. If you send your bitch my direction, I bet I won't give her no attention, no affection. Same old questions. Nigga, you thirsty. Your mind on the pussy, in my mind where purse be busy. Boy, I make the shit look easy. She know I don't want her for that very fact she needs me.
Ooh, damn, this track is hot, dog. Did we finally get some music rights to good music?
What? This is a homie right here. Shout out to Young Bam, also known as B.
Bam! Bam!
Bam!
Hey, did someone put new toilet paper in the bathroom? Peter might be stranded.
Probably not.
He's sending text messages, TP, please, TP. I didn't know he was Native American. Did you?
I just saw him turtle walk through the window.
He comes out with one sock on. Hey, shout out to all the Laker fans out there, officially 0-3. Hey, how about that? Hey, here's for the Laker fans. What's the difference between time and Kobe Bryant?
LeBron James.
Time passes.
How is that even? Now he's going at King James.
You use your cabeza. Come on, cabrón.
Hey, we're 3-0. Or 0-3. I'm gonna give him shit too. Yeah.
You don't even watch sports. You watch golf.
Yeah, I know. That's a real sport.
I ain't trying to be the best at exercise. It is an endurance sport, man. It hurts your back, your knees, your ankles.
It's like those guys are paid to go on vacation every week.
It is.
That's all it is.
And did you know that Jerome is actually a pro golfer? Devin, did you know that, or are you just going to keep looking at your phone like Cordy? How many phones do you have, by the way?
I got notes on how many ways I was going to break down that Jerome's not a golfer. He's not actually part of the National Golfers Association. He doesn't have any experience at Pebble Beach. He's never been to even Shady Oaks. He's never been over to, I don't even think he's swung a golf club at a miniature golf place. I call is what I say.
I don't even know if this is shit talking or questions.
These are facts.
Big facts.
Oh, my God. I don't know anything about it. We're here to talk grow. We're also here with Tyler from Banana Brothers. Not to be confused with Banana Bros.
No, Banana Bros is appropriate.
So, Tyler, this is the microphone. It's designed to amplify your voice, but you have to talk directly into it, just like you told your girlfriend on prom night. All right, talk directly into the mic.
Yeah, gotcha.
There you are, my man. So tell me a little bit about your product here. It is an all-in-one grinder and fills your pre-roll for you.
Yeah. So it's Auto by Banana Brothers. It's an automatic joint filler. It has artificial intelligence that detects the density of the material inside, kneels through it, and dispenses it down into the cone like my boy Jerome, you know what's good, is doing beside me right now.
Yes, he does this every week and beats the table with it. Are you supposed to hit it so hard on the table?
You're beating that AI pretty hard. I hope it revolts.
It's rugged.
It's showing you that it's durable.
Yeah.
It's durable.
It's definitely durable.
So let's talk about the Skynet, the artificial intelligence built into the system.
Yeah. When exactly did you get the arm from Terminator and put it into the auto?
That was the idea, to just make it easy for people to take it easy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is what I love about entrepreneurship, innovation. You see something simple. You got a grinder, right? Everyone grinds up their weed if they're going to roll it. You're going to put it in a blunt. You're going to put it in a paper, whatever. Grind up your weed. Expose the surface area. It burns easier. You open up
the surface area of the cannabis.
You open up the cannabis to release its full flavor, expose everything.
Yeah.
And most people, that is probably the primary way that people consume worldwide, is roll it up and smoke it, not in a glass
flower
piece or anything like that, in flour, right? And so grinders, old technology, right? Joint fillers, I got an old joint filler I brought in. Look how crusty this thing is, right?
Check it out.
It's an old school raw joint filler. You put it in and you slide and you spill half of it out and it creates a mess.
But shout out to Raw because they were innovators for that shit.
Okay,
but it's getting a little lap now.
But what I'm saying, Tyler, is I can appreciate as an innovator so much that just seeing a necessity, taking things around it and making a combination of this. Was this your brainchild or did you work with partners on this?
No, our CEO, Dave Richmond, he's the creator of Auto. Him and Manny Montano, our CIO, Chief of Innovation, they created Auto. Took about a year and a half. I'm the marketing and communities manager for the company.
Doing its thing, right? What is the main selling points of this? Is it just simplicity? Is it cleanliness? What?
So you're respecting your flower, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Like Grinders was created in 1919, I believe, specifically for tobacco. And cannabis is totally different from tobacco.
Right.
So when you got a grinder, you close it. That's mashing the cannabis, smashing it down, the terpenes smearing into the grinder, into the
losing some of the potency.
Yeah.
And how's this different?
So my Auto, it mills the material and dispenses it down into your leaf or cone, and it has a spring-loaded base. So when you close Auto, it doesn't crush the material. You can close it and open it back, and your bud will be still perfect. And then when you hit the button, it detects the density of the material. The pressure goes upwards while the torque, it turns and then mills it through instead of, using it like a grinder.
Right, and then it drops it right down into that pre-roll, and it fills it ideally. How much do you put into the grinder, first off? Because I'm the type of dude, people are like, this is a heavy tea bowl. This is what I hear from my friends when someone else packs a bowl that it's just like overhanging the bowl. You know what I mean? Because I just fucking take a big nug and I stuff it in there. Same with when I grind. I have a tendency just to try and fit as much fucking cannabis in there as I can and grind it up just out of principalities, right? How much can you put into there, or the ideal amount to put in there?
You can put up to 1, 3 to 5 in there, depending on the type of flower. You know what I'm saying? That's the maximum.
And what if the cone's already full? Does it continue, or does it stop and then it leaves the rest in the grinder there?
Our cones, they have a wider base to allow more even feel in it, and that also it can hold more. Like it holds a 1.5, so if you put a 1.5, it'll drop down the whole
That's some good shit, man. Well hit now. The thing with the electric grinder, I think about. I got a little electric component. Shit breaks down. It's fucking done, right? Warranty or the type of motors that you use, they have to be durable as fuck because. Listen, this is going to grind up some Larfy, Jiggity, Jerome grown shit as well as some Paclobutrazol, Hydro Chef grown shit. Right?
I only use that on my dreads, son.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the warranty? How long?
Smell how fresh my dreads are.
We got a 2-year warranty on auto.
That's gel. Yeah.
No, 2-year, no mileage?
2-year warranty on the product.
Nice. You getting blown up over there, my man?
Yeah.
What if I'm doing this with it?
Hey man, you fucking up my shit.
Hey, my boy, hey.
That's covered?
So we have this rubber base so you can tamp it, but tamping is not slamming. But I'm glad you are slamming it. You know what I'm saying? Showing that the product is.
I've slammed, I don't even know how many hundreds of joints out of this one, and it's still going strong.
How long have you had it for now? Like 3 months?
A few months now.
All right, cool.
It is. It's a great product. You go where? Bananabros.com?
Yeah, bananabros.com. Yeah.
Get yours. And do you have some type of promotion or something going on right now?
You can put promo code AWESOME to get 20% off right now.
Go get your 20% off. Go to bananabros.com. It's a Banana Brothers auto, Tyler, man. I
just wanted to give it the little Hydro Chef stamp of approval because if this motherfucker was sold just as a grinder,
that is a very little stamp.
I would rock that thing just as a grinder because that thing still he used it to roll up the blunt and he used it to fill up the cones too. Yeah. So it's multi-purpose, and I've been seeing the OG Hydro Pimp roll with this thing. I've been seeing this thing all over commercial grow supply, and so I'm glad to see it in the studio. Hydroponic Chef approved.
We need to get that on the new DFC Radio. Shop DFCRadio.com coming up. Slinging and banging all the best hydro and cannabis gear. Let's go back to Talk and Grow here. In Sacramento, we have Frank Diesel. What's up, Frank?
Frankie D. How you doing?
What's going on, man? You gonna go get this auto? You know that you spill half your weed on that tray.
It costs $129.
$129.
But
is that before the 20% off?
No, with the 20% off, it comes down to about $119.
Damn, that's some crazy math.
112. The weed's good on this show. Just putting it out there.
Sorry, Frank. What'd you say?
You guys gonna do a giveaway?
I don't know. You got one to give away, Tyler?
I don't have one right now, but we would be looking to do that in the future.
All right, man.
Follow.
You go hit him up. Instagram. Yeah, go hit him up on Instagram. Let him know you heard about it on Heavy T's Grow Show. But nonetheless, what else you got growing on in your life?
I'm trying to see what's the best way to cure your weed after you take it down.
it's just picturing Jason in there with a fucking hockey mask. Just
sound like you from the South.
I'm gonna kill my weed, man. I'm having so much. Oh, Frank, you're awesome, man. Where are you from, Frank? Again?
Sacktown.
Fuck, I don't know how you guys do it in Sac, but when it's time to kill that weed, I like to take off the fan leaves first, and I like to give it a hang. A lot of if you're in a commercial situation, a lot of people are bucking off now and letting it dry net hang. But I think when you're hanging it on the stick and you're bucking off all those leaves, you're going to save a little bit of the flavor. As opposed to,
man. Whole plant hanging is the way to go.
It's definitely the preferred method. You can't get that much in the commercial size, so when you're in the home situation and you can take that extra time and produce that craft cannabis, let that shit dry on the stem, my man.
Yeah, so what you do, my man, when you're ready to go, you cut the plant down, remove the grow. If you're drying in the same room, remove the grow medium out of the room. Okay, you don't want any problems, bugs, extra moisture, anything that's going to slow down the drying and curing. You take the whole plant. If it's larger plant, you can even break the plant in half, but you want to leave as much of the plant intact. If you do break a larger plant in half, it'll speed up drying because you have more openings for the water to escape from, okay? So you go and you hang it up. You basically keep a rigid environment just like when you're growing, is right around 70 degrees. 65 to 70 degrees is where I like to be. About 40 to 45% humidity with the light breeze blowing on your plants. Don't stack the plants so closely together that they're pressing up and creating these microclimates that can lead to bud mold or other problems. You want to allow airflow to go through the plants, okay? You also don't want the airflow to pin those plants up like they're blowing in a tornado. You want it to be, oh, thank you, Selena, passing the joint. You want it to just be lightly rustling the plants to keep any spores from landing on them and starting to take hold. In Sacramento, when it's hotter, you could dry as quickly as like 3 or 4 days. I think Peter up there knows that, even down here in the desert. But if you're by the ocean, you're 7 to 10 days. 7 to 10 days. Climate control, dehumidification, airflow is key. Once you're ready to bucket down after a whole plant hanging, you go check not just the flowers, but the stalks, the stems. Make sure they're cracking. That lets you know the plant's completely dry. If the stalk is not cracking yet, it's not dry yet. There's still moisture within that husk, and that the flowers that feel extremely dry are going to wick that out once you start curing in bags or into jars or totes, whatever you are using. So you got to make sure it's completely dry. Once you make sure it's completely dry, you bucket down, you put it into totes, you seal it, and then you go for processing and trimming. Okay, you do want to open those totes or those bags or those jars, depending on the size of your garden, at least once a day for, half hour to an hour. It's called burping it. Some guys will say only 15 minutes. Nah, I open them up and let everything kind of exhale, then reseal it. And what that does, if there is still some inner moisture, the dry flower will draw out the moisture and rehydrate a little bit, and you open it up and it releases it. And without causing that hey smell, it makes it where it brings out esters and really makes it more flavorful, smell better. Bag appeal, nose appeal, all those things. A good cure. You want to add anything, Joe? I'm shaking your head.
I mean, one of the most important things I could tell people is it's so much easier to recorrect over drying than it is under drying your product and trying to then put it into a curing process. So, when you have buds that are extremely dry, you could re-moisten that product. The thing is if you buck them down and trim things and bag it up too soon, you're going to lose all that good smell. It's just going to smell like hay or grass or a lot of those smells that are awful that people get. So,
and that is the oxidation of the terpenes. It's basically chlorophyll still breaking down, overriding the smell of the terpenes.
I mean, if you want to kill shit.
Kill your smell and your flavors. But Frank, I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to send you some grow gear, man. I'm going to send you a General Hydroponics and Botanicare swag pack along with some smart pots and also a swag pack from Heavy Tea. More trees, less assholes. DFCRadio.com. Frank.
Fucking love trees.
Mucho gusto, amigo.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, dog. And stay tuned for the Banana Bros giveaway. Banana Brothers giveaway. So my bad. So your shirt says Banana Bros, but I gotta say Banana Brothers. I know. Tyler, you go use the code word awesome at bananabros.com. You can get 20% off the auto. Anything that you want people to know about the auto or about your company? What's up and coming?
Well, we're a company of innovation, so auto is our first product, so we look forward to more products coming in the future. That's it.
I appreciate you coming through, man, and being part of the DFC family.
Yeah, thank you.
Here we go. We're going to take a quick break, pay more bills. We're coming back with Selena and Peter from Agrarian Supply. More beers, more auto rolling. Right here, Heavy T's Grow Show, DFZRadio.com. You dig? Go Dodgers. What's the score? Send it to me.
And I don't hold up shit, you know what I mean? But to represent, you know what I mean? But to be me, you know what I mean? Procreate, have better seeds, make a better nation,
I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city.
Caviar got me scorched. Why you niggas smoking Newport shorts? And you wonder why your bankroll short. Probably cause your ass never left the porch. I be grinding and making moves, you know the business. Pound the block, pushing work till it's finished. Serial killers need no fucking eyewitness. Extra clip, shit, I'm on my blade.
Respect you, respect me.
I've been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like this.
Seen the light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The trip will be the way to me.
I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city.
Tapes confused with wearing capes, you fools. Still breaking the rules, roll moving, you lose. Handyman with the tool, I had to rock his body. I came to body like Lottie Dottie, and I don't wanna hurt nobody. I'ma break it down with the get down, watch it go down, hold it down with the 4 pound. Now you know now, it's about to go down.
Respect you, respect me.
I've been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like
this. The light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The trip will be the way to me.
My weaknesses and my strengths. But everybody know my strengths definitely outweigh my weaknesses. As long as that, I'm a human being, like everybody else. And if I meet somebody perfect, then they can train me. And they can help me be perfect. But ain't nobody out there perfect. So we'll all just get along with it.
They say Machiavelli's resurrected, I can feel his presence. But the coldest thing, Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck he think he is? Talking about Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck is it? I'm an outlaw thug, like hustling to the death of me. Brutalist, alien, I'm mom lost, baby. Worth to get money, knowledge, and I fucking lead. Think I seen a ghost if you stood right in front of me. Tupac eternally, Rogers on his own shit. Think like new money, and you can pass it, show me. Worldwide masterpiece, hustle on this fucking street. On that dead fed crime, so they still tapping me. $1 million smile, girls say I'm sexy. Bachelor in arts, got it in psychology. Player, you ain't fly as me, still can't see me. Stand on oxygen, or you can't even do the breathe.
Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city.
Sorry, Horty. Game over.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other...
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
I tell you, this is the life.
Ever since we started working here at Sanctuary Soil, I couldn't be happier. It's nice to work at a place where they treat you like the artist that you are.
Tell me about it. So many places just throw you in the dirt, feed you junk, and drip water on your head.
Yeah, sounds more like torture than a job.
And how do they expect you to do great things when they don't give you the right tools? I can't do it if you treat me like garbage.
I hear ya. You give me the highest quality organic materials like woody biomass and grasses, put me in a healthy, clean environment, and I can practically poop gold.
Not to mention alfalfa meal, arborist material. They even bathe us in a healthy biological tea full of enzymes and other good stuff. I get a little choked up just thinking about how all those customers are gonna benefit from the hard work we put into providing them with the best products available.
I just wish more companies were like Sanctuary Soil. It's nice to work with people who care about their customers and care about the environment.
Yeah, this is the life. Hey, I'm pretty full. Think it's about time to go make some magic, if you know what I mean.
Well, a worm's work is never done.
See you in a few.
You got anything to read? This could take a while.
Sanctuary Soil's Buckaroo brand premium worm casting, the all-in-one soil amendment that's safe for the environment, children, and pets. For more information and to see a list of current retailers, visit our site at sanctuarysoil.com.
Hey, man, started early, huh?
Hey, I'm in the zone.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFCRadio.com.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
The next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFCRadio.com. DFCRadio.com.
All the dab on me, man. All the drip on me and Z Bentley, man. Ain't know what the fuck going on, man. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. I got all the dab on me. All the drip on me. I got all the dab, all the dab. All the drip, all the drip. I got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip.
Other bitch, whole nother bean. Got a moon walking like she Billie Jean. She say she on 3, that's triple team. Say she on 3, that's triple team. And I'm fuck around and hit 3 niggas. Goddamn shawty, that's triple bean. 40 hanging out a nigga denim jean. 40 hanging out a nigga denim jean. And I'm kicking shit, no bully. She walked in the bed like screw me. But it pat down my foolie. I used to be bro, didn't know me. Strip with me, I ain't talking boom game. And everybody hit the motherfucking floor. Got a rollie on my wrist, couple hundreds on my feet. I'm a shilly bitch, you already know. Late night in the church with the killer gorillas and creature. And I'ma throw the D real for a little nigga, and you know that your bitch the receiver. Nigga ain't gon' win on the beetle. Make the whole stand still black beetle. Bitch, you fly them over an eagle. Bitch, you fly them over an eagle. Yeah.
Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. Got all this dab, all this dab. Got all this drip, all this drip. Got all this dab, all this dab. Got all this drip, all this drip. Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. I got all this dab on me. All this drip on me. I got all this dab, all this dab. All this drip, all this drip. I got all this dab, all this dab. Got all this drip, all this drip. Get your man down, since sunshine. I run the south, I'm sun up the sundown. We can put them friends up, put them guns down. Or we can put them guns on which way you want now. Get you with the bird, bear button down. Blue fade rollers and them diamonds on bust down. Had a bad day, you better hush now. Hey, bitch, I been dabbing, bitch, I been having. Rolling all gas, that much now. I ran on the rad, that's a touchdown. I move, fool, good as shit go. So the dick so long, she caught the hit go. I want thank God for a new year. Hey, I pour that act in the motherfucking roof. This new year on the coupe. I look up and I ain't her roof. And I kiss shit, no fever. My pockets swell up like the measles. I pull up and pop at your people. Patrolling the spot with the heater. Don't say no name, I got amnesia. I lick it and leave on the teaser. No second, no, I can't repeat it. I told her Michael Jackson beat it. Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. Got all this dab, all this dab. Got all this drip, all this drip. Got all this dab, all this dab. Got all this drip, all this drip. Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. I got all this dab on me. All this drip on me. I got all this dab, all this dab. All this drip, all this drip. I got all this dab, all this dab. Got all this drip, all this drip.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah. We so high. Big split smoker, don't need no roller. So roll my doja, I can first show ya. Big stage older, crystal mist cola. Sticky as the growers, we gon' teach more up. We gon' see more bud, pockets on forest. Yeah, they cheer for us, cause we got more of what they want is store plus. If I can't fly, I'ma puff till I soar up. Good day for 'em. The way I run these trees, you could say I run forest. Yeah, I run for it, run toward it. Haters can't ignore it. All that ladies love it, it's so euphoric. They so blatantly adore. Bumping all the cuts as we cruising to the night. Like that cut from DJ quick, cause it's going down tonight. Just slide another split so I can hit it while I ride. And shorty looking swift, I'ma hit it while I drive. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high.
Fire up another split. Take a hit, show life I'm fucking with. And I'd be lying if I said my life is perfect. I'm hurting inside enough for me to catch a burden. Lungs turning black, smoke till my chest is burning. Can't hold back, I'm high till the morning. We brew money, it's the only thing that levels me. You can call it remedy, but never gets the best of me. Twisted, getting lifted while I'm shipping to the bitches. Got me feeling like the richest, I'm on it, so get with it. Flipping on that killer soul, smoking with a privilege. Take it high, then to get this, so don't mind if I'm tripping. Gotta keep my hustle up, so I smoke the top shell. If your lungs are strong enough, smoke with somebody else. I need that good, burning like wood should. Like good wood, burning like good wood should. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman.
Is this St. Diesel?
This is a St. Diesel track with the homie Lance on this. You know what I mean?
Just let it ride out, dog. Come on. Don't sell yourself short.
Let it ride.
Don't let Jerome talk over it.
Light it up and have so much fun.
We so high, smoking all the time,
That sounds like Diesel.
Yeah. Follow me at the562 Instagram.
You need a hook for your song. He got you.
I got you. Hit me on DM.
What is? Welcome back. Heavy T's Grow Show right here on DFZRadio.com. The only show hooking you up for calling in and talking grow. Now we got a hydro honey in here. Is that appropriate? I love when grow girls come in the studio. We have Selena from Agrarian Supply up in the house. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
And now into the mic. You heard me
mic.
tell Tyler.
Can you hear me? So it's good to be here.
Yes, grab it. Both hands.
Bring it down.
Work the mic flag. Work the mic flag. The mic flag's falling off. Push it back. All right. Go ahead. Reach around now. How you been?
I'm great.
Doing your thing. You're here with Peter from Agrarian Supply as well. You guys were in LA for what conference was it?
NCIA in Anaheim.
What exactly is that?
A trade show.
It's a trade. Don't get too excited.
Association. We were all at Kushstock. It's a bunch of stoners eating chicken. It was good.
A bunch of stoners eating chicken.
I had some too.
Smoking mids.
Yeah.
Well, your goal though is to get people off the mids. It's to get people on that full-on chronic, right? Help people grow the best possible cannabis that they can. And you guys at Agrarian Supply are offering those type of solutions.
Right, on a large scale. So we're looking to improve the quality for commercial farmers.
Hey, how so? What are some of the here and maybe Peter? What are some of the services that you guys provide to improve the quality or people's yield or whatever you got going on?
Yeah, so it's.
Wait, you got hold on. His mic ain't on, dog. You're smoking these joints,
Mic check,
guy.
1 2 1 2.
Come on.
His mic's on. Is it?
No.
Check 1 2.
Can you hear him?
I can hear him.
I can't hear him.
We can't hear him over here, doggy.
That's weird.
Well, why don't you tell us, Selena, why it's saying
I'm super
works it out?
excited, actually. I'll let Peter get into the company details, but I'm super excited to be able to start to, I guess, be on the forefront of bridging the gap between cannabis and big ag, because now it's all in one, and there's a lot of things that I think we can benefit from both sides. We're looking at the tricks from hydro, and then bringing in the efficiency of big ag.
And that is something that the cannabis industry is really has been slow to adopt. Are these type of the programs and ways to do things that large scale ag has been doing for a while, and it's primarily because large scale ag kind of mutilates the plants and. Well, look at the way the people harvest hemp, right? They run over it with tractors and things because you are doing it for a purpose. You're extracting the oils out of it, so you get the product, you can go extract it, you can isolate it. When I'm talking flower or cannabis flower, I mean, I don't want dirt in my flower. I don't want anything. It has to be pristine. Peter, do we got you back on mic now?
I think we do. Yeah.
There you go, brother.
I can hear him now.
Hey, tell us some of the ways that Agrarian helps improve people's quality or yield.
So we're not reinventing the wheel at all. This is something that's been happening for a long time. If you're driving up north, you're passing by miles of spinach that's perfect green, all the same size. They've got pests too. They're monocropping. It's the same strain. They have huge problems. They're growing on thousands of acres in one plot instead of,
A garage.
a couple acres at the most in a lot of these spots. So,
but when we're growing cannabis, the regulations are so much more strict than even consumables like spinach or lettuce or tomatoes. Grapes,
definitely.
Citrus, certain things you could spray Eagle 20 on and that you can get in your grocery store that probably has Eagle 20 on it. That's why you should wash the fucking shit out of your vegetables that you get at the store. Right? But for cannabis, it's so much more strict and it's so much more difficult because of those restrictions. Don't you think, or no?
Just to be clear, I mean, a lot of these fields are organic as well. A lot of the berry farms, spinach spots too.
Okay.
So they're having to use the same pesticides that we're only allowed right now in the testing labs. Maclobutanol, the active ingredient in Eagle 20, condenses down when you're making extract. So these labs are seeing crazy levels, to where it's almost 1-to-1 with your cannabinoids that you got a pesticide that turns into cyanide when you ignite it.
Right.
It's not allowed for tobacco.
It's just straight poison.
Yeah. So it's wild that was, there's hundreds, there's thousands of pesticides that are out there, and the ones that we are allowed, you're able to grow 1,000 acres of spinach or these miles of raspberries perfectly with that, but just a handful of these things. So a lot of what we're doing is developing these, not even developing them, there are these IPM protocols. The preventative is everything. With the biologicals, you can use Bouvet, Bussariot, like you can use...
Well, okay, go back to the beginning of the show then, because you're talking about using biologicals and IPM. Do you have a take on using beneficial insects within your IPM and then things that can or can't be used with them?
Yeah, completely. The Marone line was right on the money for sure. A lot of the Marone products, Mycotrol, Botanigard, these beneficial funguses and bacterias that don't harm your beneficials at all. If you use them in conjunction, it's all about having a proper preventative system set down, an integrated pest management protocol that you have before you even put plants in there. You need to have that plan in place before. So first thing that we do is we test the soil, the water, and then tissue if you're already running, and we plug that into one of our software programs, and we can spit out prescription nutrition, exactly what you need. If you're planting in the ground, everybody's using their own soil that they're putting in there, but even if a field has clay on one side, in ag, and different soil on another side, we can blend using our own Skynet.
So how big of samples do you take then? Because if it's miles and miles, acres and acres, you can't just, like you said, if the ground is higher content clay, maybe more acidic in certain places, whatever it is, you have to be able to give that specific plant a different nutritional value than others. How big a sample size do you guys use?
It's not expensive. The larger the scale of the operation, the more budget you should have, for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
But it's, if anything, in a pretty mid-size, 20,000 square foot grow will take 20 to 40 leaves. It depends. We'll do strain specific tests, on each room.
As well as different areas.
Yeah, eventually we're looking to set nutritional standards for cannabis.
Okay, and then when you plug it into your, I assume it's proprietary software that you guys have. You plug it in there. Booyah! It's going to spit out a nutrient recipe, like straight up the secret sauce that every customer that comes in the hydro shop wishes he had, and he thinks he's getting from his IC Mag, thread, or his buddy that told him to use every bottle in the hydro store, which, by the way, is a great recipe. You need to come down to Long Beach Hydro, use that recipe on the daily.
Get that ghetto gumbo.
So the secret sauce, you actually put science behind it and give them a secret recipe.
Definitely, and this is obviously more for our commercial clients. So these people that are running acreage generally, and we'll drop for free 1,000-gallon trailers, totes, whatever it is that can plug right into your fertigation system, and give you per room, per your variety, exactly what the plant is asking for. So,
and then you couple that with your consulting services, your IPM, all of those things,
which all comes free. So.
And it comes down to, what about biologicals now? Because you guys, I assume the recipe is more of a salt-based, right? That you're going to come and deliver salts directly, or is it integrated with organics and biologicals?
It's actually everything. It could be a mix of the two. It could be completely liquid organics, with humic, fulvic, whatever each grower has their own, their own style of what they would like to do. But we can drop Omri Organic, completely certified liquid organics that can plug right into your system.
Well, Peter, let's toot your own horn a little bit. You've been a grower for quite some time up in Northern California, up in Sonoma County, home of Terpeneta, right? You've been up there doing your thing, and we've had some conversations at lunch prior to the show. I got the feeling that you're more of an organic guy, right? A probiotic guy.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
You started talking cover crops, and my eyes glazed over, and I just saw the steamed clams at the end of the table, and Selena eating them all. Talk about probiotic versus salts, man. As a grower, not as a business owner or someone that's representing a company, I appreciate that, but our listeners want to hear from you as a grower. They want to hear from you what you really think about, salts, organics, how you do things, how guys that have run big companies do things.
The beauty of it is that we don't have to have a conflict of interest with our business because we offer everything from pesticides to
Hold on. Give me a record scratch because that sounds like a business owner. That doesn't sound like a grower. How do you grow?
I grow. I use a mixture of the two now. I was
hybrid system.
Brewed my own teas. I'd even cut willow from the Santa Cruz Mountains I was growing to get my salicylic acid.
When did you cut your dreadlocks?
How did you know? Oh.
Who told him?
There you go. Put them back on, Rada. Okay.
We got him. He was hiding.
He's been Googling you. He was Google stalking you like 2 hours before the show.
You brewed your own teas and stuff. I'm busting your waivers. I did not know, but the willow gave it away.
Yeah.
All right. And also the extreme smell of Nong Champa in the studio. Brewing your own teas, probiotic. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah. So worm castings and it's if you buy a 2,000-pound tote of worm castings and some bat guano, fish hydrolysate, kelp, salicylic acid, I did pretty well with that. Always in conjunction though with some really low chemistry, some 25B products.
What about so this is outdoor full sun?
Outdoor full sun in greenhouse.
I'm all for organics in that situation. Total living soil, right? Res style total living soil, total living organics, cover crops. What type of cover crops in that situation? Clovers?
That was actually our agronomist. He placed in the Emerald Cup a couple years actually, highest THC for outdoor, and he did as a fertilizer manufacturer and distributor. Obviously, we don't always. It would be a conflict of interest to put this info out there, but he used no fertilizer at all. So no salts, no teas, no anything. It was all in the soil. He's a soil scientist, so he's a part of our service team.
Until unicorn tears and pixie dust is actually registered by the CDFA, it's not a fertilizer, but it will be soon.
That might have been it.
Indoors, though, let's talk indoors. So organics, outdoors, full sun. I agree. You have a full term. You have time for everything to break down, go through the slow biological process, even though the biological speed things up. Indoors, we have an 8 to 10 week flowering cycle. That type of decomposition, you really have to be on top of it to know what's going to be decomposed and made available because you have such small windows, right? Compared to a March to October or late September outdoors full sun, you now have 2 months to try and make that happen. And I try and stay away from organics in that situation. I use cocoa. I use a hybrid system. I use organic inputs along with salts. Most of the salts will be my NPKs. I will use some organic inputs, some teas, especially with cocoa because I do believe the organics, and it is true, extra humics, fulvics, they'll help utilize the salts more efficiently. So I don't have to use so much. So, I am concerned about degradation of the earth. All those things run off. I have very little runoff. But indoors, I'm using salts in a cocoa. Do you think it's viable to use total living organics or the same type of probiotic growing indoors as you do outdoors?
Well, running liquid organics is a lot different than having a ton of guano and worm castings in your soil, making an environment for, a lot of bacteria to grow because you are, in this controlled environment. So I think that's really smart to go more conventional when you're indoors.
And when if I'm a client and I come to you and I talk to you just as I did, but I'm running into some problems, you come in, are you the type of company that's like, hey, listen, give me the keys to the kingdom, step aside, and I'm going to get you back on track? Or can you work within people's existing regimens and help maximize that?
Always. That's the first thing. Every grower is a different. They have their own styles as well as the environment there. So that's why the first thing that we do when we come in the door is to see what systems they're using, what technology, irrigation systems. There hasn't really been a site that hasn't had a problem, as well as with big ag as well. There's always going to be problems, and as people are scaling up and they're getting acreage. Even if you've been growing, for decades, you're going to have different problems for sure. So,
and new problems.
Yeah.
I mean, on this scale, this is the first time that we're really growing in this capacity. that particular flower. So new things are coming up that we get to learn about, and it's kind of fun and exciting, I think, as a company to be able to solve those issues.
And you have investors now. It's a business. It's a business that has lower profit margin than was black market because now it's above table. You have to check all the boxes. You have to cross the T's, dot the I's. I wonder when you walk into situations and maybe they're friends or people that you know of through social media, through IC Mag, whatever, that are people that are known for growing good cannabis. And as you see them try to scale, do you see them struggle?
A lot of cases, there's been a lot of feelings on both sides. Even in ag, we've seen a lot of corn and soy guys coming from the Midwest out to California.
These fucking Tennessee motherfuckers. Let a motherfucking another Iowan show up in Long Beach. What up?
Get him. So
look at that guy's farmer stand. Get him. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, that was Jerome. Yeah, you got a mic.
I don't have a microphone either. This thing don't work.
You're back on. Stop rubbing it. And I don't want to throw you under the bus and disclose any names or anything of people you're talking about, but maybe a pitfall or two as people try to scale up. And scaling, it's just as hard to go from 2 to 20 lights as it is from 100 to 1,000 lights. It's all relative. You got to know the workload. You got to realize automation is your friend. You got to realize that consultants are your friend, that you can't do everything. And the best thing that you can do as a grower or a business person or entrepreneur is know your weaknesses. And you fill those weaknesses with people that are strong. And Agrarian is strong in all these instances. You guys are ready to get out there. But give us a pitfall or two when you're scaling. Things you got to think about. Call Agrarian Supply.
I'd say the first thing is honestly IPM. We're seeing a lot of problems with water. People dropping 20 mil on a property and they didn't test the water, which is no fault to them. It's hard to as the industry's changing as well. I mean we're under these new regulations. It's all new to a lot of us. It was new to me.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, your farm is called Sweetwater Farms, and your water is fucking rancid. Yep. It's brackish.
We see that,
brackish water over
we see that every day, and people could set up next to, say, vineyards or big ag, but they don't know that these people have, intensive RO systems, even for spinach or, for some of these crops.
And so underestimating their overhead on what they're going to have to put into it. You got to have to think of every bell and whistle and have a budget to pay for it, and pay for it for 2 or 3 years. If you want to be successful. What type of budget are we looking at if people want to get Agrarian's consulting services? Do you guys come in and take equity share in it? Do you guys come in on a per hour, per acreage? What type of fee do you guys charge?
We actually don't charge anything.
What?
We're
Dog, I got this 4x8 tent in the other room, in the studio, trying to pay the studio fees, trying to pay Devin.
We got you. So what really?
Sapphire.
It's a craft.
What excites us even on our service side? These are all PCAs with they could have masters in agronomy, and they've been doing this for a long time. Every one of them has experience in cannabis too. They've all grown for at least a decade. So, what excites us is helping push this industry along and for us all to grow that fire. So.
Well, Selena, if they want to get a hold of Agrarian, go ahead and put on your dreadlocks in a second, girl. But if they want to get a hold of, okay, come on.
Hi.
There you are. If they want to get a hold of you, they want to get some of these services going, how do they go about it?
We have agrariansupply.com. You can also hit me up on my personal Instagram, which is anything for Selena. And it's actually not like the singer. It's like this city where there's a lot of commercial farming. It's Salina.
All right. Well, let's do this since you guys are both growers. And you're pretty much a smoker. Do you grow too, Selena?
I've been on grows, we'll say. But
Okay.
no, I don't grow myself. I've worked on them, but I have not. I don't have time.
Well, but our man Peter has, and as guest analyst for the night, let's take some grow questions. They might be simple, they might be difficult. Just be honest with our listeners, consumers. They consume us. Let's go to Jonathan. He's in San Diego. What's going on, John?
How you doing, Jonathan? Okay,
You're Jonathan. I'm Peter.
All right, House and Garden. I was on Botanicare, ironically. First time even listener even knew about your
like we're
program
on
today.
drugs.
Just found out, first time caller, and I see Botanicare on the banner in the back. Funny. So I was on Botanicare for like 6-7 years. Awesome. Thing went great. I was taught by a really fantastic grower. But now I switched over to House and Gardens down here in Southern California. The guys at the local shop kind of pushed me to move to House Gardens.
San Diego Hydro.
I'm cocoa and perlite. I feel like I'm having a either cow mag kind of issue. In the past 9 months, everything later into 4, 5, 6 weeks of flower, we're getting brown spottings, and then the leaves turn really yellow very prematurely and get hard and crispy and everything. It looks like it almost has botrytis or something, but the buds are not getting affected and everything.
Did you start using the top booster yet?
Oh yeah, I'm doing the line like verbatim off of the.
Okay,
scale
so did this start happening when you introduced the top booster from House and Garden?
Well, yeah, because it would have been the first time I even introduced House and Gardens off of the line because I did Botanicare for
No.
years.
So this what I'm saying is, during the flowering cycle, the schedule for House and Garden is your A and B. You use some of the Roots Excel, the Multizyme. You then move into Bud Excel, but around week 5 and 6, you do a short 3 to 5 day interval of their top booster. Did you use that yet?
Absolutely. And
okay,
what's
so
funny is
listen.
Yeah.
That high concentration of phosphorus and potassium will agitate the calcium and the cation exchange within the cocoa. Also, and I don't know exactly why, and I've talked to the reps at House and Garden about this. Andrew, what's Fagan's name? Fagan. The guys up there that are the House and Garden guys, with all due respect, you have to raise your lights or dim them when you introduce the top booster. And I don't know exactly why, if it's a boron that causes a quick boron deficiency, that causes that kind of scorch, but it happens with the top booster. And when I use the House and Garden line, I used to use it religiously. I would not use the top booster in the line. I would start the shooting powder before the top booster and just go away from it, because that exact same thing. The buds would turn out great, but I want my plants to be as green as possible until I start trying to cause them to become chlorotic, where I start trying to deprive them of nutrient.
And myself. Go ahead, finish. Sorry.
Temperature too. If your temperature is high when you add the top booster, it will have the same effect. How I even staved it off is I would raise the light or dim them down during that process, and then boost them back up after feeding or two. And I wouldn't do shooting powder right away either. I would go 2 or 3 feedings after I finished my top booster to go into the shooting powder.
It's all this is coming together in literally one day. I literally just found out your guys' program. First time even know about you guys. First time caller, first time listener. Thank you so much. Just spoke with a rep this morning, and he was saying the exact same thing, that I forget exactly what it was about the top booster, that right when you put into it, it causes it to think that you're injecting it into the final stages of its life, and so therefore it's dropping off the other nutrients and everything, and it works exactly what you guys just said. It just all seems so unnecessary with the other lines of product that worked so well that I used in previous years.
And listen, House and Garden is tried and true for a long time, and if you want to use it the way they're saying, your buds, even though that you see this problem now, it's not going to go away. You're not going to get a prettier flower or a prettier plant, but your buds are going to swell up and they're going to be just fine. If you see any scorching on the bud, then you definitely overdid the top booster, and you need to cool down and raise your lights. You need to lower the light intensity. Somehow there's a phytotoxicity occurring through the plant tissue when that's added. And like I said, I don't know if it causes because of the high amount of potassium potentially, that it pushes the calcium out of the cocoa, which in turn causes a boron deficiency because the boron needs calcium to be effectively uptaken, which then causes a scorch, and almost like a witch toe, where it'll scorch and the leaf will bend back up towards itself like a witch toe. Early stages, if you had a boron deficiency, it would roll like a straw.
Yeah.
But at this stage, with the high potassium, I almost guarantee that that's what's happening. after that, there's really nothing that you can do. If you add more calcium or magnesium, I don't think that it's going to necessarily make a big difference. You're just adding more salts to the situation. Jerome, I'm sorry for interrupting, man. I've been talking all. Hey, can you turn Jerome on? Jerome's like fucking co-hosting.
I told you this mic's been off this whole time.
But you were trying to say something, right?
No, I said, when you start to see any type of burning, rule of thumb is always to flush it down.
No, it's not a burning. I think it's efficiency because I'm not adding any CalMag into their House and Gardens line.
But the A and B Coco's A and B is infused with plenty of calcium and magnesium. You shouldn't have to add a CalMag, even though. Full disclosure, I do add more CalMag.
I was about to say,
but only because it's hard to overdo CalMag.
Well,
and it's a safety net, and it's that fucking grower's mentality that even myself, after 25 years, is hard to get away from. That more is better.
You under regular lighting or double-ended lighting?
I have the Lux 3. What are they? 15 ceramic metal halide.
And so, I mean, your plants getting more photosynthetic active radiation. Your plant's metabolism is its uptake's gonna be increased. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and throw this pitch in because you already are familiar with Botanicare. There is nothing wrong with adding some Botanicare CalMag on top of the House and Garden schedule. But really, like, what your problem is it's the scorching you're getting from the PK. It's the deficiency you're experiencing because the off balances in the medium. I think to prevent some of these stresses in your plant, when you in the future when you're going to introduce those PKs, if you're going to hit that top or that shooting powder or that top booster early, throw some additional B vitamins in there. It's going to help your plant to be able to recover from some of those stresses that can be initiated by those heavy PKs.
Absolutely. Everything you guys are saying is like all connecting now, and it's coming together with it. Just what the rep was saying this morning, and the CalMag. It's just exactly that's what it is. I have to just start throwing the CalMag, the Botanicare CalMag.
I like Moab. I mean, you could even interchange that with Moab in that recipe, and that has B vitamins in it. I mean, House and Gardens and Moab go pretty much
I heard
hand in
you're
hand
speaking
back
of the
in
new
day.
OC Hydro opening too, bro.
Yeah, I know. These are old school days, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's Mother of All Bloom. That's available at San Diego Hydro in that recipe.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
Peter, you have
Yeah, I was on my phone. Sorry. What kind of media? What kind of media are you using? I don't know if you.
He's in cocoa.
Okay.
Cocoa.
He's in cocoa, and week 6, as he adds a top booster, which is a high potassium additive, he's seen what he thinks is a calcium deficiency.
You know what? If you leave your contact info with Heavy T, we'll give you an address. We'll take care of your lab charges. We'll check the EC on your cocoa and your water.
There you go.
Any home grower that's ever fucking had that before. You're so lucky,
we got you.
Jesus.
That shit costs more than his whole grow.
This guy he just got started too. He's getting professional testing.
You drop to your knees.
It's not that much.
To your knees like virtually.
Hey man, hey, I'm gonna also hook you up with a swag pack from Heavy T with our More Trees, Less Assholes stickers and some T-shirts, along with a gallon of Turpinator, helping make everything AAA. It's completely compatible with the House and Garden line with cocoa, as well as any other hydroponic or soil nutrient. And when you're taking cuts or you're starting seeds, you need to do it right and get some Green Pad Juniors. Give them a little squirt. The Green Pads release CO2 to your plants and the clones. They keep them greener and help them root faster. Go to greenpadco2.com.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. Keep growing.
Hey, last question. What about you've heard of those magnetic filters that break down one water molecule down to the 3 smaller ones, so there's more surface area to transport nutrients and everything?
You just snuck another one in there.
You're talking about...
Go ahead, Peter.
You got this one, bro.
What magnetic filter
Are you talking about something like
It's
the...
magic. It's magic.
So the Omni filter?
Magic.
Yes, Omni, exactly.
Yeah, no, I've used those in systems.
It's unicorn water.
In all actuality, to me it kind of relates kind of almost to like a Kangen filter when they go through the little titanium plates and it supposedly breaks down the water molecules. It's almost like a nanotechnology. But with those, I mean, in all actuality, if you've seen a Kangen water machine and you've ran the water through the machine and taken even cooking oil, motor oil.
I don't know why, but whatever that, this sounds like racist shit, like Kangen.
Kangen. Is there Kangen cannabis?
It's Japanese, actually.
Well, no. This water, it's really amazing. I
That's
mean,
what they call Jerome in Japan. He's a Kangen.
I'll either answer.
King Kangen.
Man. let me answer this question.
Yeah, let him speak. Let him speak, because I believe
Maybe
in
we
it
need
too
to have a
as
more
well.
serious.
Whoa, who's this caller? First time. We started this gangster shit. This is the motherfucking thanks we get.
This is fucking Director
Man,
Jonathan.
You gotta start growing before you start shit. dude.
Okay, go ahead and turn everyone
All right.
off except for Jerome. Let him get intimate. Go ahead and play the
Well,
love
no,
music.
with these. Oh man, I'm not gonna. Just do your thing.
Hey, if when your plant is definitely dry or something like that, and you're definitely giving for the flush exactly at the end, because it's breaking it down into 3 smaller molecules and giving it just pure water, you're getting so much more hydration in that plant, especially in the flush. Now, in the food situation, exactly, you have to like regulate that stuff because you have to bring the food content down because you can only give it like 25 or 30% of your normal food schedule. But in a flush situation, you're just hydrating that plant so much more.
What do you do for a living, man?
He's on Breaking Bad.
I'm
You sell water filters?
So I'm not even telling you that.
Yeah, bro, just chill out. What are you using? Fucking writing a book?
Watch out, Jerome might be recording this conversation.
No.
Oh
We're just
my
having fun.
god,
Talking
is
on
that
the
what you
radio
put in
about
this crazy man's head?
Crazy shit. That's all we're doing.
Hey, dude, I think that's a great idea, and how it equates to plants. I've never tried it, but if you can get more hydration with less amount of fluid going in, I assume it would work. What you should do, being a new grower, and I encourage all new growers out there to experiment. Right? You have less to lose than people that are running acreage that are investing millions of dollars to try something new. Like innovation, in my opinion, comes from small gardens because people are more willing to try things.
These filters he's talking about are about $500.
Have him explain to you when we get off, like how it breaks down the molecule, and you're just flushing it, and you're getting more hydration to it, at least in the flush. And they're trying to actually associate it with the food because what they're saying was it cuts down your food costs because you're like using less food in it because you're like transporting more food.
Hello,
because of the
hello,
surface
you
area.
still there?
Yeah.
Jonathan, are you still there? Oh, we lost him. All right, Heavy T's Grow Show 562-653 07.
I gotta go wash my hands. That feels gross right there.
Let's go to Eddie in Washington. Hopefully we don't have the same problem with Eddie. Eddie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
All right, what's going on?
He's laughing, knowing he's the next victim.
Right up.
What's up?
Taking a dab. Sorry.
All right, me too.
Let's see if you can make it.
So, week 6 of flower, using Veg Bloom, everything's looking great. I saw a couple spider mites, so I freaked out. I started spraying. I did some nukem. I nuked them twice, like 2 days after, not 2 days in a row. But
come on me now.
That was awesome. I used some nukem, and I nuked them twice. So you nuked them twice, and those 2 mites are still alive?
No, but now, and I turned off the lights. You know, I had the fluorescence going. Turned off the fans, let them dry and shit like that. But it looks like I burned the fucking shit out of them now. So now it's like
You nuked the shit out of them. It was right on the bottle. It said nuke 'em.
I fucking nuked them.
Oh man, phytotoxicity, oversaturating your plants. What week? Where are you at in your grow?
6.
6. Yes,
Okay.
beginning of week 6, and they're like the bottom of the buds.
Are nuked.
Yeah, like the lower buds. They look like little blueberries. I don't know if I stressed them out and they're freaking kind of hurt me because they look like a bunch of balls now.
So
And they
Eddie,
look like-
I have a serious question for you. Seriously, what are we gonna start our new seed company? What's the name?
Nice. That's what. See, that's what I was like. Fuck, they're all fucking Hermit on me, right?
Yes, those little balls that dropped that you said are blueberries.
Blueberry genetics, bro.
You knew it.
But-
Maverick
but-
was stressing the shit out of them. Yes.
Blueberry.
But could they switch that quick? Like it was like a matter of a week, not even a week.
Well, they're probably already stressed from the bugs.
A stoner week is like 2 weeks.
They're already stressed from the bugs. And this is a good lesson for all the listeners. Pesticides are toxic. They're selective toxicity, that things are more toxic to certain insects than they are to the plant. But for the most part, insecticides, pesticides, fungicides are toxic. And it may not kill your plant, but if the plant's already stressed and you do overuse a poison, then it's going to harm it. And listen, oils may not necessarily, and I believe the product Nukem is made from mostly oils. Do you guys know for sure?
I don't remember what the Nukem is.
But I think it's mostly oils. And the oils, yeah, they are toxic, but how they work is they coat the plant and interrupt the respiratory system, or coat the insect and interrupt the respiratory system on the insect, dry the insect out. If you coat the leaf surface, if you clog the stomata, if you clog the respiratory system of the plant, or if you coat it too much and it's too hot, if the light's too intense from where it's at, it can cause a burn. It can wilt the leaves. So
did you use the ready to use, or was it the concentrated?
No, it was concentrated.
Now we go.
What was your application rate? So per gallon.
At first, I did 2 mils per gallon, and then the second time I did 1 mil.
Okay, yeah. Now, if this is an oil that's generally, soft oil, stylet, a lot of the mineral oils out there, that's about the application rate. So, how you said you sprayed twice, and how much time went between those two applications?
So the first day, and then 3 days later, I did Nukem again, but with half strength, so 1 mil per gallon. And by that time, they were already, starting like freaking.
Yeah. Is this is indoor, right?
Yes, indoor.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely running oils indoor. Depending, every spot's different, but depending on how high your lights are up, like phytotoxicity with oils is a big problem. Myself, my greenhouse is in sack. In the summer when it's hot, you got to use less than 2 mils for sure, and especially if you're applying.
Your minions are out there spraying when it's 105 degrees. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
I always smoke the tips off my lids.
Well, sorry, boss. Boss, it's about dusk. You're like, well, fucking leaf surface is still 105 degrees. Fuck out my face.
So I'd use more biologicals. There's things to take care of mites. Marone was brought up before. They have a great line for mites, and these are bacterias that are not going to harm your plant. You can use them in conjunction with your oils and beneficial insects. It's not going to kill them. And so I'd really look into Marone's line and some of these other biological products. If you look up 25B pesticides, you can see any of the things that aren't scheduled by the EPA. They're not terrible poisons. Mostly, and you don't have to suit up in some post-apocalyptic suit to be able to spray them. So.
But it'd look pretty cool if you did.
Week 6, Eddie, though, don't go harder. If your buds aren't burning, go ahead and clear off the dead and dying leaves so it's not sapping your plant of energy. You're not going to see new growth to replace it, but try to go all the way to the 8th week. Sometimes when this happens to the plant, you will see that it's staying more wet as you water. You need to tailor back your watering as well because the plant may not be using as much water because it's under stress. Okay? And don't go feeding it super heavy like you're week 6, bitch. I'm using twice the amount of top booster. All right, Eddie, guess what?
What's up?
Chicken butt. Talk to you later, bro. I'm sending you a swag pack.
All right, no worries, man. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for calling in. And by the way, we are doing the Fantech US and Heavy T Grow Show giveaway. Go to @Heavy T Grow Show on Instagram. Check out the post. Follow the rules. We are going to randomly pick one winner to win a $700 fan and controller combo on November 7th. That's right. It's winner chicken dinner. We're also giving out some biology. What are we giving out from you guys?
Peter, what are we giving out?
Biostimulants and some nutrients. We'll keep you posted. Following shows, we'll be inkling some out. So we got some mystery packs coming.
All right, then we got some mystery packs coming up. It's Heavy T's Grow Show. We got to pay these bills. Coming back with the World According to Duff, brought to you by Nanolux and the Hort Rep Group. It's Heavy T's Grow Show on the one and only DFZRadio.com. You dig? I know I dig. A big hole. I put Jerome in it.
Keep it on the low, on the floor. I could pick a hoe. Any money, mo, line went. Damn, baby, give me more. Listen, man, I ain't even know. Then a nigga close like damn. Why you ain't cuffing? A lot of niggas taking shots, but they ain't never land nothing. Know we in the club. love, baby, better understand something. If I grab your hand, you don't get another chance, honey. Honey, never get another chance, baby. All about it, you can put it in a rubber band, honey. Honey, fresher than any other man. Women, they do anything. Niggas never understand money. Money, or maybe I'm just really that nigga. I ain't wearing no capes, giving out a glass slipper. For the record, had a woman tell me she could do better. Couldn't tell her she was joking, but I couldn't lie. Fucking lie. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when.
Yeah, been there for a year. Uptown kicking while you ain't over here. Say hello now, naked when your mans ain't here. Say the water levies won't
Check, check, 1, 2. DSZ Radio Heavy T Show coming right back after these messages.
Keep going and going, her mouth is so tender. She cry wolf with her hair gone. She a wolf with her hair on. Yabba dabba ding dong. Whoa, whoa, goddammit, I'm a bad bitch. Bandit got them all in the hammock. Put the paws on them, got them all in the panic. If we all go to Mars, that's a whole nother planet. Whole nother planet, whole nother planet. Goddamn.
Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when.
Fucking bad bitches. Getting money while I'm fucking bad bitches. Live. Fucking bad bitches. Put my face in the city like fucking bad bitches. Getting money while I'm fucking bad bitches.
You're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Going down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see? That's right, go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root. That's right, that's right. Yeah. Meow. Meow.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy T.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
Hey, bro, your garden's looking sweet, man. What are you using?
Yeah, man, I'm using a premium cocoa nutrient, Cocoa Tech A and B, man. It's an aggressive formula for increased yield during the flowering phase.
Wow, so this is made specially for cocoa?
You better believe it, man. It comes with easy-to-use 2-part formula. Formulated for aggressive growth and superior blooms. Whoa, bro. Yeah, man. Tell 'em, Bob.
This aggressive formula contains proprietary blends of calcium to ensure your plants thrive. Backed by years of research, Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Nutrients are specifically designed to support and enhance your cocoa core growing experience. Use Cocoa Tech Premium Nutrients with Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Core for optimum results.
Yeah, man.
That was awesome.
You may proceed with your questions, Mr. Matson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Smith, is it not true on the night of April the 20th, you took responsibility for 12 females, and that you immediately took those females and locked them in your basement?
Yeah, that's right. And you should have seen them, looking all pretty and such.
Yes, I'm sure they were. But could you tell the court what happened next?
I mean, I kept them down there, trying to keep them safe from the world.
But that's not all, is it?
What are you getting at?
What I'm getting at, sir, is those girls were kept in a potting soil that was so low in nutrients that they barely had enough to survive. Are these the same girls that you did not plant in Sanctuary Soil's Empire Builder?
I didn't know about Sanctuary Soil's Empire Builder.
You should have known that Empire Builder contains all the nutrients those plants needed, as well as beneficial bacteria and fungus. You should have known that the guanos, worm castings, and over 20 micronutrients in Empire Builder would keep those plants vigorous and healthy. And you should have known that once the plants were placed directly in Empire Builder, that all you had to do was to keep the plants watered, and you would have seen amazing results.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know.
Well, you should have also known that Empire Builder is now available in 2 cubic foot bags, as well as by the truckload. Your Honor, I rest my case.
I have no choice but to find the defendant guilty of not using Sanctuary Soil's Empire Builder. Now get out of my courtroom.
Sanctuary Soil's Empire Builder. For more information, go to sanctuarysoil.com. Sanctuary Soil. Using anything else is criminal.
Heavy Tea Grow Show. Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor in fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Heavy Tea Grow Show. Dilly.
Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm get it. Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm get it.
Get it done.
Riding through the city, feeling kinda dirty. Look at me in my little wide whip witty. I sound like a hick. I'm
Riding in my city. My weed is shitty.
Riding in the city, my weed is shitty.
That's all I got. Thank you.
Damn,
That is Saint
my
original?
paint job's ready. My suspension goes whoop, 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 whoop.
Is this the Saint original?
Nah, shout out to the homeboy Bam for supplying some music for the night.
Bam!
The song's called Did It.
All right, hit it. We gotta get Bam some play. Riding through the city, my weed is shitty.
Feeling all shitty.
Grab it on a titty. Call the grower, said, listen to heavy titty.
Go over to the cookies man, would and pick up some aphids.
Feeling kinda shitty.
So I called Jiggity, said, what's going on? He said, what's up? And his answer was wrong.
Riding through the city,
My
feeling
weed is
kinda
still,
shitty.
my weed is still shitty.
I want to grow off, but my weed is still shitty.
Shitty
That's weed I grow all the time. Shitty genetics. Shitty.
It's the shit. Aphids in my roots. I'll never grow fruits.
Straight shitty. Growing in the city. Really shitty.
Got the new strain called Wedding Cake Shitty.
My nude's all shitty.
All right, come on. Happy Kids Grow Show. Dr. Duff, you just keep saying the same thing I said.
No, I said my newts are all shitty.
Okay.
That was totally different.
Totally different, Dr.
Totally.
Duff. Welcome back, Dr. Duff. I appreciate you coming in tonight.
Yeah,
you know what? I have a gift for you. Come on in here, Jerome. Sit down. We were rapping over the song. You could
That
rap
was a
at
song,
the end,
bro. It's just a song.
Yes, it's not all cereal. Oh, he was getting a spear, so
thank you, sir.
It wasn't that shitty. It was pretty good. I mean, Tyler from Otto had to mix it with tobacco, but I'm not talking any shit.
Tobacco.
Get your butt over there on the microphone. Come on. All this one listener's waiting to hear from you.
No, you said my weed shitty.
Yeah. Right under the city.
Just sit down.
You said that I grow titties.
Oh man, grow titties.
Oh my God.
It's a great song.
Real shitty.
Epic rap battle.
Yeah, there's a reason why you're a consumer and I'm not.
Ooh.
I consume whatever you
Make
roll
it
up.
burn, bro.
Ooh, wow.
How will I live? Jesus.
Okay, guys,
fucking Christ,
check this
Artie.
out.
Shut the fuck up.
I want to give away something tonight to my crew here. We've been sitting on these shitty stools for so long
Really shitty.
that I got us all new stools. Me and Devin have been sitting in them. Insane as well. Hold on. And because you're here, Dr. Jeff, I got you a new stool too.
Did you really?
Oh shit.
You got me a new stool, man. After all these years, we finally got stools.
You don't have to. You ain't sitting in little leagues anymore, Duff
Oh
man.
man. Oh, look at that. It's real.
Sit in the luxury.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
take
look
that
at
motherfucker all the way up, Duff. Go all the way up. Yeah, there you go. Sit in that motherfucker.
Man, this is nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get that
damn.
motherfucker a dunce cap.
How luxurious? How luxurious
Hey
is that?
Devin, get the fuck up. You're in my seat then.
Hey, Jerome.
now-
Jerome.
Holy
Did you
crap.
know? Hey, Jerome. Did you ever feel like you might just,
Ah, this is good.
Hey,
want to just get to the
Boost
mic?
yours all the way up.
Yeah.
I'm right here. Son. This is where I'm at.
Oh man,
I just
thank
want
you.
to stunt on Jerome a little bit.
I
over
know,
here.
but nobody wants to hear what you gotta say, so slide that chair over.
Let me know when you
It's
get your own
supporting my
show guy on the
back.
couch.
It's
all
supporting,
good.
it's supporting my back.
Yeah, if my boss sponsored my show.
So we
too,
got
I'd
you a
have
new
show.
we got you a new
Got
chair
shots.
too, Jerome.
It's all good.
All right, go ahead and move your chair out of the way.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah,
have back
yeah.
support as well. You
Yeah,
get
fuck
you
that
you
shit.
get the
Wait,
slightly
you're gonna love
used
this.
Saints
It
chair
gets better.
behind you.
It's slightly used.
Slightly used.
These motherfuckers.
It leans a little
Slightly.
forward.
Hey, go ahead, guys. Lean back. Feel the back support of the chair.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Jerome, how's that back support over there?
You feel that ache just go away? Oh, it just went away.
I could play 18 holes tomorrow after sitting in this chair.
This
Hey,
is
that's what I might do.
Oh, we
'cause
can
I
get
ain't
free
gotta
golf
work
down the
like y'all
street.
motherfuckers.
I could like meditate.
Let me
Maybe
now.
we have one for you too, but we'll see if you earn it by the end.
So if you'd like to sponsor Jerome's chair, call in now 562-653-0707.
Let's talk grow with Paramount Growers. Has been hanging on for an hour. Paramount Grower, what's going on? What's the Dodger score?
Shit, commercial right now.
What was the score?
We are so bad.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the same way
I was
during a
listening
football
to you guys
game.
Bullshit, I fucking zoned out.
Hey,
Exactly.
between the football game? Oh, fuck. What
I
time?
was watching,
What's the score?
I was flicking between the Dodgers and the Lakers. I got stuck on the Lakers.
And then he said he was listening to our bullshit, and we trumped both of them. He doesn't know the score of either game.
No, the Lakers are up for sure.
Yeah, he just knows who's winning. That's all that counts.
But I got two quick questions for you guys.
Yeah.
The first one is, what do you guys use besides good air movement, good airflow to prevent PM? And the second one is, what do you guys use to, stack on the weight when you guys are already gonna finish your round, like around week 6, 7, 8, and on? That's where I'm at right now. I'm at starting week 7. I'm using the full lineup of mills. I got some CalMag and some silica, and I'm hitting them with some OG BioWar T. The only thing I don't have is CO2.
Well, if CO2 will definitely help with photosynthesis, the division of cells, getting more weight. getting more density. You should be using the Ultimate PK in the Mills line at this point. It will help dense things up. It will also help shoot out a few new flowers without getting too much foxtailing. You get really nice structure using the Ultimate PK. You got to be careful, though, not to overuse it. A lot like the top booster I was talking about before from House and Garden. They're both Dutch nutrients.
Yeah, it's really concentrated, huh?
Yep, they're concentrated, and you got to be aware of it. Every time I use a PK, too, I don't cool the room down, but I do lift the light up if I can. If I don't already have it pinned to the ceiling, depending on which grow area I'm consulting on or working in. So with all that being said, week 7, man, there's not a lot you can do about the density or the yield.
Yeah,
hold on, Paramount. The main time of structure and weight building is weeks 4, 5, and 6. And you got to start at week 4. If you start thinking about it week 6, I mean, you missed the boat. It sailed without you. So,
sailing away.
So densing things up, carbohydrates, sugars, they don't do much for the plant. The plant can take them up just the same way they take water up. So it goes into the tissue. So you get a slight change in flavor because the sugar is there. And also a slight higher weight because sugar weighs more than just a plain H2O molecule. So those are the benefits of it. But week 7, if you're looking to dense things up, I mean, there's no magic pill that you can take. I mean,
steroids.
Devin, you got something to add?
Good. I was going to talk about the mold stuff, the preventative, but if you guys are finished up.
And Peter, you just came in last second. Week 7 indoor stuff to tighten his buds up. You got any ideas?
I've been on
or
schedule
takes?
with the Mills lineup, but I'm just wondering, since you guys are master growers,
I do a seaweed wrap.
I'm a master baiter, never claimed to be a master grower.
master rapper.
Gotta go to the ocean, get fresh seaweed, and then wrap your nugs with it.
Oh, is this a new late bloom hardener from Dr. Duff? Go ahead.
Whoa. Yep. Hey, Dr. Duff, man, here. Do you need hard nugs? Well, then you need freaking Dr. Duff.
Your wife needs something hard once in a while.
Seaweed. Dr. Duff seaweed is, it's real seaweed that you use from me. All you do is you spray it down when you get it and then wrap your nugs with it. And boom, hardens up real quick. And you're going to have the hardest, densest nugs around. And it's organic and it's real.
It's called Dr. Duff's Hard On.
Yeah, it's Dr. Duff's Hard On. Once you put it on, it's hard.
Gotcha.
All right.
You can infuse some Mendo air, right, Duff?
Yes, you can. If you want to infuse the best air around.
Hold on, start it over. Go ahead.
Yes, here we go.
Hey, Dr. Duff here.
Hey, Dr. Duff here. I got some Mendo air for all you growers out there that aren't infusing CO2 or any kind of air. Well, why not Mendo air? It's the best air around. It's Mendo, where all the kind comes from. Don't you know? It's Hage season. Check it out. Mendo air. I go trap it and give it to you guys.
You collected it yourself?
By the maker of Fart in a Bottle.
Yeah, I do. I collect it in
These
turkey
are not
bags.
real products. Available at all Walmart.
They're all turkey bagged up for you guys.
Did you just skip me, Jerome?
So one product that's out there
Jokes
that's
are funny, but skipping rotation, fool, you get killed in Oakland for that.
Guys,
both of us need to skip some rotations. Look at
Dude, damn.
Okay, listen. Guys, just calm down, okay? You guys could both be put in the rotation with Duff's wife.
Probably.
Puff, pass, motherfucker.
She needs a little weight behind that. Love. The something you can add a product is called Mendocino Avalanche. It will claim to tighten some things up. It's a seaweed-based product, though. Seaweed has plant growth regulators in it. It's just not the paclobutrazol, the dominicide, the bad PGRs that people think about. We use plant growth regulators in growing all the time, both organic or non-organic. Not all are bad, but seaweed extract can help tighten it up. But you got to be thinking about those things at week 4 or 5, not week 7. All right, my man. I'm gonna send you a swag pack including things from our sponsors, Vermicrop, Botanicare, and General Hydroponics. How about some biologicals too? You guys got biologicals? We'll send them Agrarian Biologicals as well.
What was the other part to your question?
Something about mold?
The PM, preventative for PM.
Other than just moving the air around, you're going to want to make sure your humidity's on point too, because that's going to be a leading factor to the mold. And then
How come you always look like you're about to start spinning records with your headset?
So here's a little story all about how I got my powdery mildew turned upside down.
Here's a little story how I grew a chin beard and now I'm on heavy teas acting weird.
Got him.
Chin beard.
They call me DJ Chin Beard.
T-Miles.
Tell them about the Def Guard.
Def Guard.
IPM and
Def, yo.
IPM against powdery mildew. And did we just lose the mic again, dog?
Yeah, it popped out.
It just died.
There you go, talking that mic.
All right, if you're indoors, obviously it's going to be completely different. I'd recommend, we were talking about oils a little bit before. If you're listening, Suff Oil, JMS Stylet, and Pure Spec Green, they're all the same thing. They kill mites and mildew on contact. Use those in conjunction with some of the biologicals for sure. Marone has, as I said before, both for mites and mildew, they have great products.
What is it? The Grand Divo and Regalia drum?
What
Venerate's great as well.
From Venerate, Grand Evo, and Regalia.
For PM, which one is it? It's
Regalia. It's a
There's
biofungicide.
Regalia. I think there's two kinds. One's for cannabis and one's just general.
They say that it's a labeling thing, dude.
It's a label thing. They're exactly the same.
One.
Same shit.
Buy the cheaper one.
I think the CG might get pulled in a little while. They're exactly the same thing. So we've got them. We distribute them. So we could talk about later your verified retailers.
AgrarianSupply.com or go to your local hydro shop and ask about it, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's something you got to be using off Jump Street. If we're gonna go talk about
strictly for veg. I got some clones.
Okay, if it's in veg, you'd need to start using a strong IPM regimen. If you're in week 7 though, you got to use something like a isopropyl-based green cleaner, plant therapy, oil-based trifecta works well, but it's a Band-Aid on it. It's a Band-Aid on a situation that's really bad. If you don't use it, it's going to spread like wildfire. At week 7, there's not a lot that you can do to try and get rid of it. The IPM, the regimen with Regalia, this is something that's over time, right, Jerome? It's not. Hey, I see some powdery mildew spots. I'm going to spray some Regalia. Or how do you use it? Is it a spray or drench?
Well, I typically introduce it at the time of transplant. So when you take your clone the first time, I'll even take a Grand Evo with it at 10 milliliters per gallon with each of them together. You can go ahead and dunk the entire plant, just submerge the entire root ball and the entire plant gently, pull that back out, transplant it as normal, and every 7 to 10 days after that, you could even do a foliar using both in conjunction with each other and or Venerate as well. You could even mix all three together. You could use these with different types of nutrient foliars as well. But if you choose to do things with biologicals, you can't use contact killers.
My back feels so good in this chair.
Yeah.
So relaxed right now.
I'm going to remember this shit.
We're going to send you to the biologicals as well as a vermisoil and swag pack from GH along with some slaps and other swag pack.
Swag.
Paramount Grower, appreciate you calling in, man, and go to agrariansupply.com.
So I grow weed.
You can contact Selena and our man Peter directly.
Allegedly.
All right, cool. Good looking out for the info, guys.
Thank you for calling. 562-653-0707. Now it's time for everyone's favorite segment they love to hate. It's called The World According to Duff. And shockingly, Nanolux sponsors it.
Shockingly. I wasn't even ready yet.
All right, go ahead. Go into those notes.
Getting ready here. Notes.
Okay, let me tell you guys first. He's now using his phone. He used to look at his phone and then transcribe it onto a piece of paper and come bring that
easier.
in. Instead of just looking at his phone.
I was doing homework.
But now he's able to look at his phone.
I was highlighting
He's moving up.
He's moving up.
He's moving up.
Whatever, man.
That gel has finally soaked into your head.
You know what's soaking into your head? What? The cereal you're eating every morning.
I don't eat cereal.
Yeah, you do.
I eat pussy.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean? Yeah, right. Ask your wife.
You got some fish-ass breath every morning. No wonder.
I ain't trying to kiss her.
That's gross. Anyways, if you're eating cereal, General Mills, Quaker, all that stuff, you're eating Roundup.
Wow, what?
Yep, it's true. It's there. Roundup in your cereal.
That might be in the same thing I'm having for
How to get
breakfast.
tested for. You're eating cancer from Roundup from bear. Right there. It's the phosphate stuff that's in it. It's really bad. Right?
I don't know, man. It's your story.
That's what it is.
Right?
And it's dangerous.
Can you give me confirmation on my story? No. This is the news. You tell us the news.
I'd have to look
You don't
for it.
ask us if the news is right when you're telling us.
No,
According to Duff.
According to me,
Right.
I said it was right. It's glyphosate.
Glyphosate.
Yeah, that stuff.
Peter, how do you say it?
It's dangerous.
Oh, wait, your mic sucks.
And hey,
hey, this is a fucking
and the guy
primo
that
operation over
the
here.
guy that had the Roundup spraying the,
that mic?
the groundskeeper that got awarded like $200 million.
I know, and now he only has $70 million.
Now they gave him only $70 million. Jesus.
Yeah, he should have played the lottery.
Yeah, he would have been better off.
Totally.
But anyways,
Totally.
he's not going to give
He's
it
dying.
all. He's still dying, right?
I'm
Anyways,
probably.
they're still going to take his ass to court and try not even give him $1. That's what's up. Now, when you're cruising down the street,
Awesome story.
if you're cruising down the street and your engine starts smoking ganja,
In your 6'4".
there's probably some ganja in your fucking engine.
What?
Yeah.
Did they go to Amco and Signal Hill that a day after you got the brand new transmission in your work van, it blew up on the way to your farm, and then you had like 30 pounds of wet shit coming down, and then you had to hang it at Selena's house? Allegedly.
Yeah, something like that. They found more than 1.5 kilos, man. They were doing kilos up in the engine. This must have been a big car.
Of ganja?
Of dried cannabis stuffed inside of a burnt pillowcase.
What
the fuck? Yeah, it was in a burnt pillowcase, just smoking out. Everybody's getting high. The cops getting high, including scales, vacuum sealers, welding mask, butane canisters, fungicide, the Eagle 20, and 32 grams of cannabis resin. And it all led to charges of Federal Cannabis Act. And they're going to jail, these bad doer druggies. And they're going to go do time.
Let me see your torch, Devin.
Good luck for them. They had butane in their engine, man. They're just driving around with like canisters of butane up in there. That's awesome. And then now I'm
open trunk blasting.
They're really
Okay,
just trying to
so
commit
Duff, when you read these stories, they probably had the cannabis in the engine to hide it, but the butane was probably just like in the cab or the trunk.
No, it was up in the engine.
Are you sure?
That's what they said.
Who said?
The cops, bro.
All right. I trust that source.
I'm telling you. It's my news.
Look at this
Your
cannon.
news and my news.
Look at this cannon of a torch. This is a Vladimir Putin fucking torch.
No, there's butane up in the car. I mean, up in the engine. Anyways, the man was arrested on an air flight for groping a woman. And you know what his excuse was?
That she was hot.
The president says it's okay to grab women's private parts.
That's not okay to grab any woman.
No, it is, because Trump says it's cool.
No, it's not.
Yeah, a man on the airlines groped a woman that he thought was super hot. He would come from behind and start feeling her up on the ribs, and then went up to the breasts area, and it was like, ooh la la, ooh she let me, ooh la la. And he was so high, he didn't even know what he was doing.
How high was it?
He was like 30,000 feet.
How much Quantica Elixir did he drink?
It was really fucking high. They had to come back around and land, and his ass got arrested. And told
Fuck yeah, he
cops,
did. Don't be fucking filling up women that don't want to be filled up.
Well, they told cops that,
My wife doesn't want to be filled up, and I don't even fill her up when she doesn't want to fill up. Now,
I know.
Dr. Duff's wife, on the other hand, loves to be filled up. She does it, Calabrese style.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're not around.
Somebody's got to keep it going. Anyways.
you don't use it, you lose it.
There was a fight at the Laker game. It was awesome. I was super high.
Rondo socked him.
I turned on the TV, Laker game. Next thing I know, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching here, man? There's Rondo and Chris Paul just going at it. I'm like, damn, this is sweet. And then there's the Ingram coming over the top, quick crack. And then that was about it. But anyways.
Cool story, bro.
Anthony Kiedis was there flipping off Chris Paul and Kirsten Hammond, his ass got ejected too. A lot of people don't know that.
Anthony Kiedis did?
The
A
lead
lot of people
singer-
don't know Anthony Kiedis is 5 feet tall.
Yeah, of the Red Hot Chili
A lot of
Peppers.
people don't know he's like 80.
He's like he's 80 years old and he's out there fucking with Chris Paul, who's also 5 foot tall. So go Anthony Kiedis.
Dude,
man.
my money's
Chris
on
Paul's
Kiedis.
like
He's in
6'2".
shape for his age.
He just looks short because he's next to 7 foot motherfuckers.
All right. Well, if you go travel in India, beware.
For what?
Killer stoning monkeys. It happened to a 70-year-old dude
The monkeys
collecting
stoner
firewood for his sriracha chili sauce and his flatbread with garlic
Cooked
and
over
other
a
Mediterranean
dung
herbs.
stove.
Sounds good.
On his adobe stove and his adobe house.
A man is dead, Duff.
Okay, yeah.
Stoned by
yeah,
monkeys.
And then, the monkeys armed themselves with bricks and ran up into the trees and stoned this poor old man to death. They just fucking hucked shit out of him
Bro,
to death,
I've
man.
seen this movie. It was Planet of the Apes.
No, this is for real. This happened. It happened in. It happened in Darampal Singh. That was the guy's name. That was the guy's name, actually.
He's having a stroke.
But that guy got fucked. He's dead. He's dead, man.
Yeah.
Monkeys fucked him.
But dude,
But
I
now
mean,
they were like, the family's kind of really pissed off. They want revenge on these monkeys.
They've probably been eating the monkey babies for fucking decades.
Not good enough.
The monkeys probably finally said, "Yeah, we're gonna kill him."
No,
Never what
no.
what goes on in this third world country is true stories.
monkey
You guys
see,
are all
monkey
shocked.
do.
Well, yeah, monkey see, monkey do.
They think it's weird that we eat
In
cow.
Mother Russia, we get
Cow,
stoned the monkey.
It's mother cow. If you kill a cow in India, you are sentenced to death.
His brother says that the monkeys need to pay for it because there's like 20 of these brick-throwing monkey gang motherfuckers. And this gang's gonna pay. So guess what? He's gonna go out there and hunt them with his bows and his arrows and his bricks. So good luck, dude.
You gotta fight fire with fire.
Get that vengeance back from your
But
brother.
what if
that
the
died.
monkeys get the bows and arrows?
This has been a solid effort tonight. Really.
I don't know. I think that
It's good to have you back, Duff.
Could turn into a war, man.
So what else do you
For
have?
the planet.
Oh yeah,
the apes?
No, well.
What else do you
They
have?
can't speak English though. Like, I've seen the planet. They speak English to each other, so like us, and like this. You're like.
Monkeys don't have the voice box. They can't move their lips to pronunciate sounds.
Yeah, that's why you can just punch them in the throat.
I think it's enunciate
Fucking
sounds.
monkeys, just punch the fucking monkeys in the throat.
Hey, what else do you have besides a shitty beard?
That's it.
That beard is so white trash.
You need some rapid start, man.
That's it.
Does your beard just grow naturally white trash like that, or is that
Yeah,
planned?
it'll be Joe Dirt for freaking Halloween, man. Chill.
You're gonna be Conor McGregor with that hairdo.
Dang.
Hey, it's all right. Dr. Duff, that was the world according to Duff,
That's
everyone. A round of applause for Dr. Doofus.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you to Agrarian Supply for coming in. Peter and Selena, your mic doesn't work.
Try it out.
Just nod. Nod if you're in compliance.
Oh, I found a mic.
There you go.
Hey,
Oh, that sounds like it works when you touched it.
It's the wraparound.
Next time we're on, I got personal monkey stories, and I gotta say that.
Hey, we're not done yet. Go ahead.
They do not play.
Tell me about your monkey story.
Give me a
They're
monkey
angry.
story.
Oh, in Indonesia, my house in the jungle came with a monkey.
Wait, you got houses
stick.
in Indonesia?
In Indonesia, in the
Really?
jungle. It came with a monkey beating stick
And a jar of peanut butter.
They're telling me in Bahasa.
What does a monkey beating stick look
It's
like?
a stick that came with the house. And they're telling me in Bahasa. They're like
It
pointing at
can't be the-
monkeys, and they're like, if they come here, you fucking hit them. And I was like, damn, that's fucking cold. They're kind of cute. These are cool monkeys. No, they're not. They're fucking assholes. I just gotta say, arm yourself. If you're going to monkey territory, you bring bricks, whatever. They got bricks for sure. We know that now. So
Yeah.
bring something.
What does a
Stone
monkey
rat.
stick look like?
was-
Is it? Hey, you
it was
saw
a hard
You
stick.
saw. You saw.
That's what she said.
I imagine gangs in New York, the barber that
It was
had
pretty
the
much
fucking
that. That's
the stick with the
shit. Yeah.
It looks like
They-
the same
Yeah,
little
exactly.
baseball bat you carry in your car that you tell the officer, "Oh, I play baseball with."
Exactly.
You know.
Except they say that's specifically for beating monkeys. So I don't know. They've got their own sports there.
Oh my gosh! Now, monkey poop, is it beneficial in my probiotic garden?
You know, that's confidential. Actually, we got some new products coming out.
What about llama
we're not gonna
poop?
Talk about the ingredients.
What about llama poop? Do you know?
That's pretty big.
I'm starting a grow guard service by llamas. If you put a llama in a fence, nothing's gonna come in there. Cougars, they'll stomp them.
They'll spit on you.
Llamas and what are those other alpacas?
Alpacas for sure. They're pretty much like a miniature giraffe with that neck.
The alpacas, they're from
Almost as
Italia.
Run the pack.
I think you have to get an
Hey, that's my
electrical
spirit
fence for
animal,
those
so
animals.
be careful what you say. It runs the pack in the farm.
That's your spirit animal?
You are?
The Navy's got tactical
You got a spirit
dolphins.
or a soul? I didn't know that.
I have a llama.
The llama.
Hey, guys, I appreciate you coming on. 562-653-0707. Let's take a quick break. We're going to drink a couple more beers, come back with the grand prize question. Roll them up. Pour a cold one, whatever you got to do. More tequila for heavy tea. DFZRadio.com. You dig?
.com.
7-7 Elko, riding down the west coast. Candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros pokes in. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass and titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe.
Check. 1 2 1 2.
Drive down the wrong street.
DFZ Radio Heavy Tea Grow Show coming right back after these commercial breaks.
This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. So don't be amazed. Same nigga, same flow, same mind frame. I'm all about the Lucci. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in a pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2, 1. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast, just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Easy E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops, I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and I'm about to get the dipping. It's California A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets, cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry, models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case, and we spit it big faces. California, 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 yeah, Cali everywhere. California, California,
Hey, what's up? Shout out to my man, DJ Saint, my brother.
Okay, got your ballast, check. Reflectors, check. Fans, check. Just about ready to get growing. The last thing you need is your bulbs.
Let me get like 12 of, whatever's the cheapest you got.
Bro, really? You're using the best soils, best nutrients, best equipment, and you're going to use an Econo brand lamp? If you really want the best of the best, you need to go with the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamp. Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps have the highest quality and consistency in their construction, and they're engineered to give your plants the light spectrum they need for the best growth and biggest harvest. Plus, Ushio is the only company that offers 2100 micromole light output without needing to overdrive your lamps and ballast. That means more light for your plants and longer light for your lamps.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, sold. Give me the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Professional growers know not every lamp will give plants what they need to optimize their growth and yields and maximize profits. That's why the pros choose Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps. Offered in a full range of high-pressure sodium, metal halide, and ceramic metal halide options, Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps ensure that your plants are covered from seed to harvest no matter what lighting system you're using. For over 50 years, Ushio has been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by the name with a no-questions-asked 1-year warranty. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticulture lamps on the market. Ask for Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com.
You are listening to Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the market that's specific to soil gardening. They have a grow, bloom, and boost. It's a super premium organic 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost. It's a feeding program that can be used in bagged soils like Ocean Forest and Happy Frog, Victory Mix, or Empire Builder, even Roots Organic, Royal Gold, and so forth. It can be used in any soil mix. Super simple to use, 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost to get the most out of your garden. It's organic listed, pH stable, and safe to use with tap water. No need to ppm or EC or pH your tap water if you're mixing in Mission Fertilizer liquid. Go to missionfertilizer.com, grow the best, and see the proof is in the plants.
Put your hands up. You're now rocking with the letter F.
Heavy T hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right.
Hey, bro, your garden's looking sweet, man. What are you using?
Yeah, man, I'm using a premium cocoa nutrient, Cocoa Tech A and B, man. It's an aggressive formula for increased yield during the flowering phase.
Wow, so this is made specially for cocoa?
You better believe it, man. It comes with easy-to-use 2-part formula. Formulated aggressive growth and superior blooms. Whoa, bro. Yeah, man. Tell 'em, Bob.
This aggressive formula contains proprietary blends of calcium to ensure your plants thrive. Backed by years of research, Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Nutrients are specifically designed to support and enhance your cocoa core growing experience. Use Cocoa Tech Premium Nutrients with Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Core for optimum results.
Yeah, man.
Heavy T hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right.
I tell you, this is the life.
Ever since we started working here at Sanctuary Soil, I couldn't be happier. It's nice to work at a place where they treat you like the artist that you are.
Tell me about it. So many places just throw you in the dirt, feed you junk, and drip water on your head.
Yeah, sounds more like torture than a job.
And how do they expect you to do great things when they don't give you the right tools? I can't do it if you treat me like garbage.
I hear ya. You give me the highest quality organic materials like woody biomass and grasses, put me in a healthy, clean environment, and I can practically poop gold.
Not to mention alfalfa meal, arborist material. They even bathe us in a healthy biological tea full of enzymes and other good stuff. You know, I get a little choked up just thinking about how all those customers are gonna benefit from the hard work we put into providing them with the best products available.
I just wish more companies were like Sanctuary Soil. It's nice to work with people who care about their customers and care about the environment.
Yeah, this is the life. Hey, I'm pretty full. Think it's about time to go make some magic, if you know what I mean.
Well, a worm's work is never done.
See you in a few.
You got anything to read? This could take a while.
Sanctuary Soil's Buckaroo brand premium worm casting, the all-in-one soil amendment that's safe for the environment, children, and pets. For more information and to see a list of current retailers, visit our site at sanctuarysoil.com.
That was awesome.
DFZRadio.com.
Bitch, fuck your girl, no sorry, bitch. See what it hit, and I toss her to the click. What you talking money? Yeah, we get that shit. TVS, BK, fucking up the game, bitch. We turned up, you burnt out. You a bitch, yeah, you just chasing clout. Yeah, we got that grip, you should get some money, bitch. Mac 11, AK-47, let it rip. Fuck with the gang.
Hey, give him your mic. Give Jerome your mic. And you
This
guys
is a mic musical chairs.
There you go.
Right, exactly. It's
Yeah,
a game
no,
we
he was
play
supposed to test this. It was working for a second, though.
It was.
It works every time I test it. I think you're getting.
Selena's got magical powers. It's
I think you're getting too close.
Do you have fillings that have mercury in them?
I do not.
All right, Selena.
I do.
Maybe I do. Shit. Yeah.
Try it. Bring it down.
I do. It's now taking over my eyeballs and all
Oh,
that.
yes. There's something wrong with it. Okay.
Yeah, just turn that motherfucker off.
I did.
God damn.
Good dad. Damn it.
So, Peter, you're here, and you're talking about that you are, grower, consulter. We need to test your drug dealing skills. You came from the old school, you said. So, you said, give me a pound. I will fight a pound like this. Listen, we're in the hood. The hood cannot see that we have a pound of weed, so we have a very snarfy, approximately 6 ounces, 6.5 ounces here, so you guys know what it is. See, all right, it's relatively dense. What we're gonna do now is a challenge. This is like the
it's like the Skittles test,
the car karaoke, right? Where prove your drug dealer-ness. We're all going to try and eyeball an ounce. All right, I'm going to go first here.
Okay, like that?
Yes.
Right? Like that?
No, you're going to put it in the cup, and Marcos over here is going to put it on the scale, write each one down without telling us. Mark, do you understand? Don't tell us. All right. Mark's going to be like, heavy D, 30.1 ounces, grams, my bad.
Are we really measuring in a red cup and not baggies? I don't know any drug dealer that's delivered in a red cup.
Well, then you don't know fucking Raul.
Hey, I did cereal boxes.
It's
you
not
guys.
happening.
Cereal boxes, not red cup.
Well, he transfers it into like a plastic baggie out of the cup.
There we go.
Okay, we're doing a transfer.
Where the scale can hold the weight.
Someone farted over here.
Ty.
He left a while ago. Heavy teeth here.
It lingered.
All right. We have the first one. Here you go, Dr. Duff.
I'm second, huh?
Go ahead, go around, dude. Can you play some background music?
Yeah.
Like,
It was entertainment.
fuck you. Wow. Come on. What's some of the St. Diesel background music?
All right.
Here we go. Dr. Duff. Dr. Duff has got a heavy hand. I can see this already. You can see the arthritis is already setting in from the long 4 months of roofing. Dr. Duff almost had heat stroke on the roof. They had to jam a frozen bottle of ice water up his anus to cool him down. Does that look like an ounce there, buddy?
No, not really.
All right, then. How much more?
I don't know,
Not to
man.
influence your choice. Oh, he's taking some out.
I'm just kind of looking at it, kind of getting an idea. Kind of feels light.
Quit dicking around.
I have a question about variables here. How much does a red cup weigh?
There you go.
12.3.
Yes, worry about the stuff that's in it, but the cup weighs 12.3 grams. Here we go. Damn, I was spot on too. You guys better be watching out. I'm the only one privy to the results.
Go ahead.
Oh, Dr. Duff, you fucking are crushing the game. Every single day. Can I buy my weed from you? Holy
yeah?
shit. How much more can I get? Yeah,
It's like 30 grams.
Hey, every time I'm going to bring some magnet to like short out the batteries in your scale and be like, yeah, man, just eyeball it. It's all good. You got a good eye. You've been doing this for years.
Let's give you 2 ounces.
Don't go look. You don't get a look. You better sit your anus down. All right, give me a beer, too. All right. Here goes Devin. He's got the Ohio/Oakland/San Bernardino ounces coming for us. How many San Bernardino Tardos ounces are there? He's weighing it in the corner of the bag. He's looking at it. He's got his fat paw in there. There he goes. Oh, it's sticking to a sweaty palm. How much sweat is on your palm? Man, you got little soft hands, don't you? Those are little soft hands. Here, hey, don't be looking at the results. You got to give it to him, and he'll hit.
Was Duff off or what?
Hey, you got to get.
Was Duff over?
Watch out.
No way.
We're about to sell.
Marcos Poyos.
There's no way.
Marcos Poyos, do you have the reading? All right, here we go. Go ahead and load it up. All right, here goes our guest, the guy that claims to be the consultant that can look at it. He knows what's up. He can look at your crop and know instantly what's wrong. How many more lights you need to buy from him.
That's my job.
How much more nutrients you need to talk to Selena about. Hey, how's that chair feel, Selena? How's your back?
Oh, Devin, thank you.
Oh, it's so comfortable.
Yeah, you gotta be a gentleman, Jerome. That's why you didn't get a chair, bro.
This is the Hydro Chef sponsored chair.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are we doing, an ounce?
Now he acts like he's just paying attention.
Now he's like, wait, what are we doing? I'm just gonna put the same amount.
You
as
might have got
Devin.
bit by like the bobfly in Indonesia, and it like.
Nah, mosquito dengue. That shit's real. That's how the monkeys got me, bro.
You got the dengue?
I got jacked by
fever.
monkeys. That's how I realized you need the stick.
You got the dengue fever?
Yep.
You got the monkey dengue?
Yep.
It fucks you up.
It does.
I know about
They stole
dengue.
my iPad and shit.
Were you hallucinating?
And now a bunch of monkeys are watching you porn.
That looks like 8/8 to you.
He just gave us a half ounce.
All right, is that your final? Oh yeah, put a little less,
He's
a little
18
more.
grams, 20.
He's unsure.
20
he's confident.
grams,
He
20
handed it over with confidence.
That was 20 grams.
With confidence.
I was under.
Ooh, that was.
You don't have to tie the bag off that tight, dude. We gotta do it again.
Oh yeah, fuck. I forgot.
Jeez.
As a
That's how you know
habit,
he's a
bro.
true
As a
hustler.
Selena, are you gonna eyeball
You
this?
don't want oxidization.
Let me see these results.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I got a feeling you ain't doing it right.
There you go. I can't.
I saw some of the numbers and it doesn't really.
Okay, tell me how much. Bring it on.
I don't know. This isn't adding up, man. Some fishy going on over here. The numbers. Monaco is like he's doing it on.
Did I ever tell you the story about Mark and we went to a breakfast restaurant?
Well, you know.
And he kept saying, he's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get some eggs out of there. I'll take the eggs scrambled. And we're sitting there and he goes, yeah, man, you know, sometimes I like white eggs. And I'm like, yeah, man, like I like white eggs too. Like, unless they're organic, they're white eggs. They're white eggs. He's like, yeah, man, like the white eggs without the yolk. I'm like, oh, you mean the egg whites, you dyslexic motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yes, give me your Koopa. Oh, she just...
huevos.
Wow, I just have to preface this.
You just screamed real loud.
You guys,
you just broke the mics.
Back in my day in Detroit, it was cereal boxes, baggies, or pizza boxes on your porch.
They didn't do red cups.
So are we doing? What are we doing here?
You're going to weigh an eyeball an ounce.
With a fucking red cup.
Yeah,
that's
one with
right.
your hand, actually.
Because in California, we were always at the beach where it's illegal to have alcohol, so you have red cups to put it in.
Yeah, because
so that's what you weighed out in.
California
knows how to party.
Go ahead, put some more music.
California.
How much am I doing again?
1 ounce.
Okay.
California.
That's good. Hey, that's pretty good.
Does that feel like an ounce?
Yeah.
Use your gypsy skills.
Did you
gypsy
see that?
woman.
I can feel it.
Do we have gypsy woman on deck?
You have gypsy woman.
Yes, gypsy woman.
Yes, I influenced the 2016 election.
Don't hate.
I Putin make you do Trump.
All right. There's only 6 ounces in there. If you can put them all in a red cup, you win.
You ready?
Yeah. Shoot.
40 grams.
Ooh.
It's looking pretty good.
You like it?
He stuffed it in there pretty good.
Wow, this is the tightest fucking thing I've ever seen.
All right. Jiggity Jerome.
Can't even puff
Pour
it.
it back in there so you don't see yours. Pour it in there so it's not cheating.
Way to go, Jerome. It's pretty hard to fuck up a fucking pre-roll.
Yeah.
I didn't get a reaction.
Pre-roll's destroyed.
What happened to it?
Hey, the first half of it I smoked too.
We're smoking it.
You were able to take a rip?
Smoke it.
Did you take a rip?
I smoked some.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
Maybe you guys
fucked
are just little bitches.
No.
It looks pretty dense. Yeah.
Someone fucked it up.
I'm going with a different technique.
What is this
I gotta
strain?
see what I'm putting into the cup first.
It's called These Nuts OG.
I guess I should have asked that to start with.
What's that?
What strain?
Lick a lot?
It's my favorite.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
It's not OG.
All right. Jiggity Jerome. Getting all lit up. Getting it up.
You can't even rip it, see? Oh, barely.
Man, you do everything like slow motion.
Boof it. You can just boof it.
We can call you Slothity Jerome, man.
Sausage hand Jerome.
This is the longest time I've ever seen.
Pulling in the sausage band hand.
Let me see.
That's a half ounce.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I buy my weed off Dove still.
Forgive, he's been in a garden for a long time.
Oh, we got a reaction too.
Oh.
Now I'm feeling intimidated.
You've been looking the whole time. You're cheating ass. Okay, here, Jerome. Pour back in there and let Saint do it. Saint, let's be quick. This is the longest segment in the Heavy Tea Grow Show history.
I can't see it.
And you don't get to do shit over there, Jordan. You
It's
got
just
to be
Saint.
arm wrestling. You're just here for a rematch. I know. Call me baby arms. I arm wrestled this fool twice. Bought his son on the ground. He was crying. He's like, how is that possible? I'm like, old man strength, motherfucker. That's what's up. When you turn 40, all of a sudden, all your muscles get like stronger.
They like harden up from arthritis.
Your brain gets stronger, and everything below the waist gets much stronger.
Balls drop.
Yeah, dude, I've been sitting on my balls since I was like 26. I've been wearing boxers my whole life. Seriously, have you never sat on your balls, guys? Go sit on the toilet seat and your balls get caught on your leg?
It hurts.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, shit.
Come on.
Is there a medical term for that?
I wear size 12 shoe and I can't see my feet, but I can still see my balls.
That's called wavonitis.
It's called droopy balls.
Alright. The results are in.
Okay, the results are in. Come on, let's do this.
Jesus
First
Christ.
place.
Okay, you need a motherfucking mic.
I don't know why.
Is there a
bring
wait?
the results to the audience.
What does the winner get?
The ounce.
Okay.
First. Alright. In first place, Selena with 27.3.
What? Selena?
In second place is Peter with 26.8.
Oh,
Agrarian.
Did you fuck mine up?
Yeah, you fucked your shit up. In third place is 31.3 and Tyler.
Heavy T, bitch. Tyler from Mono was Tyler.
Duff in fourth place with 23.9.
Yeah, bitches.
Who was last? Who was last?
Devin. Hydro
Oh,
Chef.
shit.
Okay, go down the line. Fourth was who?
Fourth was Duff. Jerome was fifth, and in between Devin and Saint.
What was Devin?
18.7 and 36.2.
Oh my God.
18.7.
Oh my God.
Just gave me like a half ounce.
Those are the Columbus, Ohio ounces.
Everyone, you know who to get it off of.
36.
All right, guys, what do I win?
The ounce.
You win a.
She wins 27.3 grand.
You win Dr. Duff coming to stay on your couch for a weekend.
Yeah.
Duff consultations.
I thought you
Duff,
never asked.
Duff, what comes with your consultations? Give me the Duffery. Come on.
She's donated 27.3.
What comes with the consultations, Duff?
Yeah, she wins a hands-on experience.
Are you gonna
in
look?
the garden.
Are you gonna look at her bushes?
I'm gonna go down and check that bush out, make sure it's nice and clean and high and tight. And if it's not, I'll be putting in work.
Do you prune?
Yes, I will. I'll be pruning
yeah.
all day. That's
Oh.
right.
What if she prunes already?
Well, I'll make sure that it stays pruned, and I'll maintain it.
What about IPM?
I'll make sure that the soil's nice and moist, of course. Everything's hydrated. And, the temperature's right, and everything's all good.
What about your integrated pest management?
I will get deep in the integrated pest management, shower it down from above.
With all kinds of oil?
Guys, it's all about testing your nutrients.
I'm going to rub on some oil.
How about the biologicals?
We're going to get biological with it. And we're going to make sure it mixes well.
You are awesome, Dr. Duff.
Make sure it
what
penetrates.
Eye contact. Look at the eye
We're
contact.
gonna make
from
sure
Duff right now.
we're gonna penetrate to the eye contact. Which
Hurry up,
one?
Duff.
Which
Devin
eye?
needs to leave. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Duff is great in bed. He comes every time.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, he's great in the garden.
Yes, I'm good.
Allegedly.
I'm great. Okay.
All right.
All right, that's it. Let's go. What's the grand prize question?
What is the grand prize question, Dr. Duff? Yeah.
What?
What?
Is the guess company they
Hold
work
on,
for?
stop. Hammer time. What's the final score of the Dodger game? I haven't found out yet. What's the final score of the Dodger game? 562-653-0707. You're gonna win big time. You get biologicals from Selena, gathered by Dr. Duff personally. We also have things from our friends at Turpinator, Smart Pots, Mission Fertilizer, the full line of Mission Fertilizer, along with Mo. 562-653-0707. What is the final score of the Dodger game? Don't leave the room and try and call in, Jerome. All right. Call in right now. You dig? Let's go.
Do I get pizza?
Do I get pizza?
Right, I should get
I could pick a hoe, any money, mo, line one. Damn, baby, give me more. Listen, man, I ain't even know. Then a nigga close like, damn, why you ain't cuffin'? A lot of niggas taking shots, but they ain't never land nothing. If we in the club, baby, better understand something. If I grab your hand, you don't get another chance, honey. Honey, never get another chance, baby. All the booty, you can put it in a rubber band, honey. Fresher than other man, women, they do anything. Niggas never understand money. Or maybe I'm just really that nigga. I ain't wearing no capes or giving out a glass slipper. For the record, had a woman tell me she could do better. Couldn't tell if she was joking, but I couldn't lie. Fucking lie. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it to you. Do it like when. Do it to you. Do it to you.
town kicking while you ain't over here. Say hello now, naked when your mans ain't here. Say the water levies won't give a damn in here. We on wrist straight froze. You know what I want when I want what I get her. Pouring Patron and some more with the liquor. Keep going and going, her mouth is so tender. She cry wolf with her hair gone. She a wolf with her hair on. Yabba dabba ding dong. Whoa, whoa, goddammit, I'm a bad bitch. Vanity got them all in the hammock. Put the paws on them, got them all in the panic. If we all go to Mars, that's a whole nother planet. Whole nother planet, whole nother planet. Goddamn.
Do it to you. Do it to you. I do it to you. Do it like Wayne. Hey, do it to you. Do it to you. I do it to you. Do it like Wayne. Hey, do it to you. Do it to you. I do it to you. Do it like Wayne. Hey, do it to you. Do it to you. I do it to you. Do it like
Fucking bad bitches, getting money while I'm fucking bad bitches. Fucking bad bitches, put my face in the city like fucking bad bitches, getting money while I'm fucking bad bitches. Fucking bad bitches, put my face in the city like
Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody. Got them thick legs, got them full lips. Little miss, show 'em what you working with. You a bad chick, a real bad chick. The way you throw it out and bring it back quick. I like the way you do it, like the way you move it. Pop it back, drop it fast like there's nothing to it. Rock that swag, she make it clap for me. Don't get mad, she make it dance for me. And that's real talk, ain't nothing fake about it. She let them skills talk, nothing to say about it. Yeah, girl, you know you got it. Jam, girl, shake your body. The way that I talk got you going crazy. The way that you walk got me so anxious. Take it slow, baby, don't waste it. Space age stroll, here's what we blazing. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody.
Whole shit don't hurt nobody. If you open up them legs, I'm gon' murk that body. Something hard in my jeans, like I'm back in the chrome. Now I'm all up in that ass like the back of a thorn. Ha, let's get nasty, I'ma get behind you. Bust that pussy open, let me look all inside you. Bomb dick, yeah, that's what I'm delivering. I'ma stroke the coochie till it starts shivering. I'm a monster in the sheets just to warn y'all. You fucking with me, you fucking like a porn star. Ha, and that's until I get my nut off. Y'all know my motto, fuck me or fuck off. We wetting up the bed, sweating all in the sheets. Sit that ass on my face, make that pussy my feast. I'm a sexaholic, baby, they ain't fucking with me. Take a picture, say cheese, I'm getting ready to ski.
Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, here I am, man. I just ran into Dennis, the president of O2 Grow. What's up, Dennis? And can you tell us what O2 Grow is?
Well, O2 Grow is some new science that's all across the world where we are super oxygenating or getting your DO levels up higher than your typical bubblers, okay? Everybody bubbles because they're told to in a book, okay? Some of them don't really know why, but the reason why you're oxygenating your water is to get your nutrients to absorb better into your water, okay? The water's the delivery system, but it's really all about molecules. Molecules in your nutrients are absorbing better into that, so your root follicles are picking it up better. Better root, better yield. So we've been in the industry for about 12 years in other industries, growing strawberries, tomatoes, other seed plants, dirt, people that are growing in dirt, obviously too, or soil, some hydroponic, which everyone thinks that only hydroponic guys have to oxygenate their water, when in fact anybody that's even making teas, that type of thing, they all know the importance of oxygen. That's what gets everything moving. So we're all across the industry in keeping fish alive, septic tanks where you need biology, but in the grow industry, that is kind of our newest launching challenge. We're not new. We've been out here 3 years in this industry, so maybe some of your listeners have heard about us or called in. We're a Minneapolis-based company. O2grow.com gets you into all of our videos. Take a shot at that. Look at that. But we have in some of your affiliates. I know I'm working with Ed Rosenthal right now on some projects, and we also can be off-grid. Our science is we actually go from 110 volt down to 12 volt. So you can be off-grid, run our stuff with batteries. You don't even, if off-grid interests you, but it's pretty unique. It's kind of like submarine science. When a submarine goes underwater, they don't bring oxygen or bottle it or surface for oxygen. They separate the H2O, hydrogen molecule, from the oxygen molecule, and then, of course, they trap the oxygen and gas and push it back out to breathe. We take that same gas and push it back into the water. So it's kind of like we got bottled oxygen that we're forcing into the water, but we're doing it electronically, economically. Stuff's not free, and it's not a $29 bubbler, but for a couple $100 you can get into our product, and it pays for itself, usually first turn. So it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. Yeah, so if you want to step your game up or grow up to the next level and get the infuse that oxygen into the water, go check out O2grow.com.
Yes, sir.
O2grow. That's just straight O with a 2, grow.com, and you can check out his bubblers, his aeration systems and stuff like that, and just check it out. It's good quality.
And contact us at info@o2grow.com, which will tell you that on the website. You can see a lot of YouTube videos of us guys explaining it with photos. It's pretty compelling stuff. So I think all your listeners get information, and this is trying to sort it out for you, and we're glad to be on your show.
Thank you, Dennis. Awesome. Everybody check out O2Grow. Thank you, Dennis. Here in San Jose, GrowX. Thank you very much. We out.
Not getting good results from those compost CO2 makers? Dude, your mushroom bag just ate 3 of my plants. Introducing the GreenPad CO2 generator. The simple, economical, and effective way to add CO2 to your indoor garden. Just hang, spray, and walk away. It's that easy. Since I ditched my old mushroom bags and switched to the GreenPad CO2 generator, I couldn't be happier. I just hang, spray, and walk away. It's really that easy. I don't have to worry about any runaway spores contaminating my room or wondering if it's actually working. I just listen to the gentle sound the green pads make when they're wet, and I know it's working. Thanks, green pads! More effective than those organic CO2 bags, the GreenPad CO2 generator will help increase the CO2 level in your indoor garden safely and easily. Just find a spot high in your garden, hang the pad with the specially designed hangers, spray the GreenPad with water, and that's it. Just hang, spray, and walk away. Adding CO2 to your indoor garden has never been easier. The GreenPad CO2 generator. Available at finer hydroponic shops or online at thegreenpadstore.com. That's thegreenpadstore.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707, for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Not getting good results from those compost CO2 makers? Dude, your mushroom bag. From Manila to Mendo.
What's up, guys? Max Shields.
Grand prize question. Giving it out right now. What is it? What was the score of the Dodger game? 562-653-0707. We have a Granddaddy Pad Mission Fertilizer Smart Pods, a complete swag pack with slaps and t-shirts, a gallon of Turpinator, and a double-ended 1,000-watt max power bulb, and a truncheon meter from Blue Lab. Ya dig? Call in now, 562-653-0707. Got micros in your moles. You're going to twerk, I thought. I just...
Points for yo asses. Right, Futurola, what's up? What's up, guys? Who's doing it? What's up, man? What's your name?
I'm Forrest.
Forrest. What's up, Forrest? I'm Duff.
Duff, nice to meet you, Duff.
Nice to meet you. What's up? You guys are Futurola. What do you guys do for the future of Rolla?
You want to see it? Come right this way. Come with me.
Well, we can't see it. We're like on the. we're gonna be on the radio here, so we gotta describe this. It's theater of the mind.
We sell pre-rolled cones. They're hand rolled in Indonesia. They're the finest rice paper on the market, the slowest burning. They're unbleached. They are the glue is made from the acacia tree. They're amazing, and we sell a machine that rolls 100 of them. It fills up 100 of them in 2 minutes.
Okay, so you guys have a machine here where you have the papers that are already pretty much opened up on one end and closed on the other.
Correct.
And then they're going to go ahead and fill up these pre-rolls for you, which are rice paper, which is super organic and good for you.
Yeah, that's how.
Right, that's it. Keep going, Duff. All right, so I'll keep going. So then you're going to go ahead and you're going to have all these pre-rolled. How much do you charge for a pre-roll?
For a pre-roll, the cone itself.
Yeah, well, with weed in it, how much is it?
Oh, well, you'd have to ask somebody that sells it with weed in it because we don't sell it that way.
What? No, come on, man. Okay, well, how much is that? How much? Okay, I'm joking. Non-drug medicine infused.
For $4.59 for a carton.
Okay, $459. $459.
Yeah, and you get 6,000 per carton. To say of the 109s, the long ones.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna buy this. Do I need your machine to like have it pre-rolled?
Yes, I would definitely highly recommend doing it with the machine because you can do 100 in 2 minutes. So if you've got 6,000 to fill, I'd want to have the machine. I wouldn't want to do it all by hand.
Okay, well, my guy over there, Heavy T, he's the creator and the innovator of the show, is getting a video for us.
Wonderful.
So that we can show it on the internet and show it on the air.
Very cool.
So then what you guys do, you guys have a cap on there that I noticed, and the cap is like a pre-weighed out, like a the amount.
Perfect half gram per hole.
Per hole. So every hole is a half gram. Yes. You guys even that out with whatever you're going to put in there to smoke.
We have a few different sizes as well. We've got a reefer kit, which is 0.25. So they're a little bit smaller, and you can just, depending on the cone size, if you're doing a 1 1/4, that's a perfect half gram. You just run the machine once. If you're doing the 109s, the long ones, you would want to run it 2 times.
2 times, so you have a whole gram in there.
Exactly, yeah, for the king.
Okay, well, what if you want to do blunts? Because we're from Southern California, and these guys, dude, Cali Breeze is the blunt king in the studio. He's always falling asleep with a blunt in his hand, almost letting himself on fire. Do you guys do anything about blunts?
We don't do blunts just yet. No, we don't do blunts.
Okay, well, then we could collaborate together. We could maybe make some money together on that.
Hey, let's do it. That sounds great.
There it is, dude. I'm making money here with Futurola. Hey, I see you guys, Tommy Chong. He's a supporter?
Oh, yeah. We've got a whole Tommy Chong line. Cone rollers, papers, grinders, you name it.
So then probably people already know who you are, Futurola. Where do they find you on the internet? Futurola.com?
FuturoLaUSA.com.
And that's FUTUROLA USA.com.
Correct. Yep, that's the one.
There it is, guys. Hey, if you guys want to get your pre-rolled on because everybody wants to get it pre-rolled, dude, I want a machine because I smoke so many joints. I'll smoke that all in one sitting, bro. I'll pre-roll. That'll be my good night. I got this restless leg syndrome. You ever experienced that?
When I was in high school, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, growing pains.
Fuck, I'm 40 years old. I still have growing pains. Why you call it growing pains? It's still a problem.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that the herbs help.
Well, it will when I get your machine. You guys gonna sponsor me or what?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Yeah, why not? All right, hey, thank you. What was your name again?
Forrest.
Forrest from Futurola, guys. Go check his shit out on FuturoLausa.com. FuturollaUSA.com. On the internet, guys. Forrest is here. He's going to fucking beat your ass if you don't buy it. Because everybody else is just a bitch. And they were here first because I saw it here first. I had never seen anybody else's stuff here, right, Forrest? So if you want me to call you up if I see anybody imitating?
Word. Yes.
You look like you can enforce some shit.
That's correct.
Yeah, this guy's like 7 foot tall. My arm's sore now. I got to get done with this. It's going way high up. I'm Duff. I'm out. Thank you, Forrest.
Yep, you got it. Thank you.
Futurolla, roll out. Duffman here. GrowX, San Jose. I ran into Steve from Sunny Cow Solar. What's up, Steve? How you doing?
Oh, we're having a great time here at the show talking to people that have lots of energy needs for their grow purposes.
And that's what you guys have. You guys are going to provide solar for the grow, the grow room or the greenhouse, or what do you guys actually do? What?
Well, there's two things that we do. We supply solar systems to allow people to reduce their electric bill. And if they're off-grid and don't have access to electricity, we'll install a full battery-powered system for their grow operations off-grid.
Wow. And so, like, how many panels would, like, a typical, I don't know, like a greenhouse, how much do you have to put to make it work?
We just finished a greenhouse job out in the Central Valley here, and it was, I think, 4 greenhouses, about 120 foot long each. We put in a 7 kilowatt array for them, 20 kilowatt hours of battery, a backup diesel generator, and they're completely off-grid.
Wow. So if you want to be off-grid, go check out Sunny Cow Solar. Where are you guys on the internet? Is it sunnycowsolar.com?
That's it. Yep, that'll get you.
There it is, guys, sunnycowsolar.com. If you're off the grid and you need power, this is the cheapest way to do it without the power company coming out there and raping you, right?
Yeah, you're on your own, and that's a good thing.
Yes, thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. Everybody go check out Sunny Cow Solar for your needs.
All right, guys, thanks.
All right, man, thank you. We out. Max Shield, San Jose, 2017. I just ran into, God, man, I'm bad with names, dude, today. I just can't retain anything. What was your name again? Amy?
Amy with Tom's Tumble Trimmer, NorCal sales rep, hanging out here at GrowX and having a great time.
Yeah, so what is Tom's Tumbler? What is this?
So Tom's Tumble Trimmer is a dry bladeless trimmer, 3-part system, trim, isolate your popcorn nugs really quickly out of your shake, and we have keep screens available as well, so you can use it as a pollinator. What's really great about it is in under 5 minutes per batch, your buds are going to be about 85% manicured. They're going to come out looking so nice, actually a hand-trimmed quality, and really well done, really high quality end product.
So Tom's, it's a bladeless trimmer.
It is. So it's great that it's bladeless. One, there's no chemicals on any blades or parts that can contaminate your trim, so it's a very clean end product, as well as it's just so safe and gentle on the flower, really preserves the crystals and trichomes, and really high quality end product.
So it's like a kind of like a plucking method that it does through the mesh screen or whatever the outside of that is of the tumbler?
Yeah, so it's a really simple process. It's the weight of the buds tumbling on themselves, similar to what you would think of a rock polisher. So they just polish off the trim, and 3 to 5 minutes, they'll be about 80% trimmed with just a little bit of hand touch-up, and it's a very simple and clean process.
All right, everybody out there, if you want to fire your trim crew and get Tom's bladeless trimmer, go ahead and do that. Where do we find you on the internet?
www.tomstumbletrimmer.com.
www.tomstumbletrimmer.com.
tomstumbletrimmer.com.
tomstumbletrimmer.com. I just messed with you, Amy. Hey, thank you so much for coming out here and going on the show with us and doing the commercial. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. This was great.
All right, we out.
Ay, I want a lot of things in this life. I want some things money can't buy. Like a girl who gon' keep it solid. Yeah. Like a girl who gon' need me one who gon' hold it down when I'm in a drought. Need me one who gon' get this cash when I'm running out. I need me one who gon' love this life I'm living with no problem. Hoes talking down, been my baby. Got my baby, yo. Need me one, need me one. I need me one, need me one, need me one. I need me one, need me one who gon' hold it down, who gon' keep it real, who gon' run my bloods when they shake it real. Yeah.
Oh, here, Duff. Go ahead, flow, Duff.
Be a real ho, yo, give me a ho. Ho, yo, ho, yo, ho, 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 yo.
You can go Yahoo.
That's my just in time for the holidays. Ho, 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 ho. Yo. HTGS Grow Show, we're back with the winner online.
What was the question, Dr. Duff?
The question was, what was the score of the Doyer game?
Did they win?
Did they win the
Don't
Doyers?
tell me. If you know, the callers can tell me.
They said, you know, if they won, you could maybe get a Doyer
Selena,
dog,
as the winner of the challenge, the
Which
eyeball,
one?
The eyeball challenge,
Okay. I thought you were talking about Bearfish Mosquito.
and the bearfish mosquito.
Bearfish mosquito.
You have a choice between 1 to 5. It's up to you, girl.
Wait, that would challenge?
For grand prize, 1 to 5.
Really?
Which line we go to? Come on. It's on you. It's not on you anymore. Can someone give me
1 to 5 of what?
3.
between 1 and motherfucking 5?
Of what? Just a number?
Did you go to Long Beach Public Schools?
I thought this was like a dating game. Okay, number 3.
Number 3. We have Justin from Tejas, Texas.
Tejas.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, what up?
What's going on? How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right. You heard the show, but nonetheless, you had to be paying attention to the World Series. Dr. Duff, what is the grand prize question?
What was the score of the Doyer Red Sox game?
You sound like David
Yeah,
Ortiz.
I got bad news for you, Heavy T. It was 4-2 Boston.
Tell me lies, lies.
Muy malo.
Sweet little lies.
No
Come on.
bueno.
All right, my man Justin, you did win. That's right, 4-2.
Yeah. We
Duff has confirmed this, and you won a granddaddy pad. You won some Mission Fertilizer, some Smart Pots, a swag pack from Heavy T, including our More Trees, Less Assholes stickers, slaps, I guess, T-shirts, a truncheon meter from Blue Lab, some Turbinator, and some biologicals from Agrarian Supply. Guys, thank you for coming in. Give me a soundbite, Dr. Duff.
Each and every week on the Heavy T's, who's hooking you up? I'm drunk.
All right, thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Have a great day. All you other guys that had it right, don't worry. We will be back next Wednesday to do the exact same thing. Thank you to you guys for coming in, Selena and Peter. A round of applause for everyone.
Thank you for having us.
Also, Tyler from Otto Banana Brothers. Thank you very much. We will be back next week. Also, next week, a new show. Did you know Unc Emo has a show?
He does.
When I do a show tomorrow?
The Reverend Herb
No,
show.
it's a very short leash for Unc Emo. Unc Emo, how you got 40 people on the guest list for our show? I don't think I can fit 40 people in here, Unc.
They all gonna be burning too, dog.
I'm just fucking with you. It's a dope ass show. Unc Emo is awesome. Check it out. It's called the Reverend Herb Show next Thursday.
No show tomorrow.
On Monday, no show tomorrow, motherfucker. You gotta ask me on air. I'll tell you off air too. No show tomorrow.
Yeah, you ain't working, dog. Get in the welfare line.
Monday we have the game the Plug Gaming Show. Like I always say, it should be called Weed Games and Hoes. But they have horrible weed and horrible hoes.
Horrible weed.
You got hoes? Can you improve the situation? We need a consultant on the Weed Games and Hoes show.
I got these
They got the games, but no weeds or hoes.
Well, I know that there's a male category for hose, right?
Yeah. You just listen.
All gender.
Listen over there in your little throne over there that you somehow finagled from Devin and chased him out of here. Whatever you said to Devin, he was scared and he left. The Hydro Chef may never come back. We're all bummed about it.
Hey, where's his gummies though?
Listen, guys, thank you so much to everyone, our sponsors, our listeners. Marco's behind the scenes, Saint behind the boards, Jiggity Jerome, Hydro Chef, our man Dr. Duff, our guest. Thank you so much. We will be back next week on the same bat channel at the same bat time, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Wednesday. So other than that, we out!